Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com. Bronco Boys Hockey is brought to you in part by the Rainy Lake Medical Center, Ekman Motors, the Outdoorsman's Headquarters, Studio B Flooring, the Falls International Airport, Northern Lumber, Domino's, TrueStar, Heinerson Flying Service, Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center, Canner Electric, Rainy Lake Houseboats, Beyond Aesthetics, Rainy River, Minnesota North College, Nelson Salvage and Recycling, North Star Electric, The Dent Shop, Cape, Snap Fitness, Up North Builders, Service Master, City Drug, PCA, Enbridge, Hometown Hobby and Crafts, Green Larson Mortuary, Lakes Gas, Border Bank, The Sports Shop, Nagurski Transportation, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Northland Sales and Service, the Falls Lumber Company, Arrowhead Transit, Howard Senex East, Napa Auto Parts, St. Thomas School, and Worley Motors. Now, let's go to the rink for Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bronco Arena as we get set for high school boys hockey as the International Falls Broncos take on the Red Lake Falls Eagles. Tim Ringhoffer joining you this evening, and well, it kind of feels kind of playoff like with the time start where we've got a 6 o'clock drop of the puck here from Bronco Arena, and so it feels a little bit different. But Red Lake Falls, with the better than 3-hour drive, gets started a little early on a Friday, seeing as how there's no JV game this evening. So get started an hour and a half early, and let's play some high school hockey. The Broncos come into this game with a 2-7 record. They've lost their last 3 games, all those at the War Road tournament. Hear this, folks, if you weren't around during Christmas, the Broncos played the number 1, number 3, and number 9 rated teams in the state over at the War Road tournament. The Broncos ended up getting shut out in all 3 of those games, 7-0, 10-0, and 6-0. So it's been a while since the Broncos have scored, but they have shown that they can put up some goals. They put 8 goals up against Kitson Central. They put a dozen up against Ely Northeast Range a couple of weeks ago. So when you look at that, they're actually 3-7. I've got the list that I have here doesn't have that first Ely game on there. So the Broncos can put the biscuit in the basket, but they found it very difficult against those top teams in the state. One thing that when you look at Red Lake Falls with their 7-2 record, they don't have any problems putting the biscuit in the basket at all. This year already they have scored 10, 8, 4, 7, 9, 5, 3, 8, 6. So this team knows how to put it in the basket. And Coach Trevor Page, he talked about the top line of Blake Bryland and Gavin and Evan Girdler. And he says when these guys are on, we can do a lot of damage to a lot of teams. So that top line, that is the concern for the Broncos going into this game. They already know that. It's just a matter of making sure with the last change, maybe you can match up a little bit better and see if you can try to slow them down. We're going to take a break on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. If you checked out Hometown Hobby and Crafts' large array of merchandise, not only do they have everything to make your school or craft project the best it can be, but they've got so much more. For the month of January, they've got 15% off all puzzles. And if you buy 2 or more, they're going to give you 20% off. So head on down to Hometown Hobby and Crafts as they celebrate National Puzzle Month. So get down to 327 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. Also, if you'd like to make a guess on who's going to score the first goal for the Broncos in this game, you can give me a text at 218-324-3053. And while you have your phone out, call Domino's at 218-283-3444 or order online at domino's.com to get your favorite pizza, chicken wings, pasta, or a sandwich. The winner is going to receive a $5 gift certificate. And I will say this, I'm not trying to tell you shouldn't get in, but I've already had 9 different players already get a text message that I've received information on. So get your guess in and see if you can be a winner of a $5 gift certificate. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the Up North Builders interview with head coach Chad Baldwin. You're listening to Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie. That was pretty.
Builders coaches interview being joined by head coach Chad Baldwin. Coach, been a week off since you played over in War Road. Good week of practice?
Yeah, I thought it was a great week. Boys had energy. We got them up and down the ice, skated a little bit the first couple days of the week. We're ready to go after a week off and glad to be back on home ice.
Somebody mentioned to me today that there were no goals scored in War Road, and that I'm sure is a concern, but the level of competition was pretty high as well. So put both factors into your answer to this. Did you thought that the boys played well or didn't play well?
I thought there were some bright spots. Obviously, when you're playing tough competition, there are 3 top teams in the state. I think I mentioned in War Road, probably the top Christmas tournament for Class A in the entire state. So we knew we were going to have tough competition down there, but I did like our second and third period against War Road. We only gave up 1 goal in the second, 1 goal in the third. We did have some chances throughout the game. Unfortunately, didn't bury them, but I think we gave them a pretty good fight. Granted, the first period didn't go as well, but we kept them to the outside, and we gave them some fits in the second and third, and hopefully we can continue that now into the second half of the season.
What's kind of been the bright spot, do you feel, through the first half of the season as we get into 2023?
We've been kind of up and down, but the boys' attitude and has been positive. I thought Ty's played pretty well this year. We've, defensively we've been up and down, but I think he's been solid for us. He's been making the saves he's needed to. We just need to get him a little bit more offense, and I think our defense is coming around too. So we're starting to feel a little more comfortable with our lines and our defense pairings. So, we're looking forward to the rest of the year.
Talk about the scouting report on the Red Lake Falls Eagles.
Don't know too much about them except just looking on Legacy Hockey, but it seems like they're always, 2-3 kids that are really high-end players, and then they got some depth guys, but it looks the same this year. They got 2-3 guys with a lot of points, and then it kind of falls off. But we just got to worry about ourselves and play hard. And when we get our chances, we got to bury the puck.
Coach, appreciate the time. Let's go get them.
Thank you.
Head coach of the International Falls Broncos there, Chad Baldwin. That interview brought to you by Up North Builders, expert construction in International Falls. They've got planning, they've got management, and they've got experience, and it makes a difference. Up North Builders. And Coach Baldwin, he was pretty loose here tonight. I thought that's a good sign. Sometimes coaches can get a little tense, a little edgy. Sometimes that rubs off on the kids. Sometimes the kids maybe bring that out in the coaches as well. You just never know. But it was good. The coaches, the head coach Chad Baldwin and the 2 assistant coaches, they were giggling and having a good time and giving each other the business. So maybe a light attitude will get the Broncos to put some pucks in the net in this hockey game. We're going to take another break here on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. Don't forget to give me a text at 218-324-3053. Let me know who you think is going to score the first goal for the Broncos. When we come back, we're going to hear from Trevor Page, the head coach of the Red Lake Falls Eagles. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Look at check art.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
By head coach of the Red Lake Falls Eagles, Trevor Page. Coach, tell us about the first half of your season for the Eagles.
So far so good. We kind of hit, I don't know if you want to call it a speed bump at the beginning, but I thought we were a little sloppy in our own end, giving up too many goals the first 3-4 games there. But boys have worked hard. We've been doing a better job in our own end, but there's still some room for improvement.
Talk about some of the kids that are the leaders of your team.
Our top line, pretty much every night they're gonna be hard to stop if they bring it. That's the Girdler boys in Bryland. Our defensive crew have been playing a lot better of late. We're controlling the gap a lot better. And our two goalies with Fredrickson and Struthers have picked up their game the last 3-4 weeks here. So it's always a complete effort, with our second and third line mixed in there as well. But all the boys have been working hard and nothing to complain about.
If you had a few words or a few sentences to describe your team, how would you do that?
We're gritty. We don't give up. You see our roster, we only got 13 skaters total, but try to get everybody in there if we can. And they don't give up. They work hard, loyal, hard-working kids.
Talk about your scouting report on the Broncos.
It's, the schedule's a little bit different, but, it looked like they were in a tough War Road holiday tournament. We all know what War Road has, but been struggling to score, but they've been playing good teams. So there's a couple similar opponents that we faced, but that's kind of hard to go off of too. But they're going to be physical, or they were with us last year anyway. So and they're going to have some speed. It's no question there. I Falls is known for some hockey, so it should be a good matchup.
Key for the game for the Eagles to get a win.
I told the boys all year. It starts in our own end. We got to play well in our own end. Offense is going to come. We got some skilled guys, so we got to play solid in our own end.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
That is head coach of the Red Lake Falls Eagles, Trevor Page. Enjoyed our time talking there, and again talking about that top line for this Red Lake Falls Eagles team in Bryland and Girdler. And again, it seems like, as some people said to me in town, it seems like Red Lake Falls always has that one very good top line, and that seems to be the case again this year for the Eagles. That interview is brought to you by Up North Builders, expert construction in International Falls, planning, management, and experience, and it makes a difference. Up North Builders. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have our Where Are They Now segment brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Worley Motors of International Falls is saluting all former Bronco hockey players on this year's 75th anniversary of Bronco Boys Hockey. Our team at Worley Motors is having its 76th anniversary right here in International Falls. We know that this 2022-23 Bronco hockey team plays hard and works hard, just like the Broncos teams of the past. Congratulations, Bronco players and coaches from the Worley Motors team at 309 5th Street in International Falls.
Winter got an early start this year, and the Sports Shop has a great selection of winter sports gear in stock. From hockey skates to figure skates and hockey gear to sticks, and we have you covered from head to toe. Of course, we will offer skate sharpening, heat fitting, and skate repair. Snowshoes are a great way to get outside and enjoy the winter wonderland, and the Sports Shop has snowshoes for all ages. We're restocking our supply of Bronco apparel, and have your students stop in to try on that Falls High leather jacket. If you're already thinking about spring, we have bikes in stock, and we do bike repairs all year long. All of this and more at the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Bronco Arena as we get closer to the start of this game between the Broncos and the Red Lake Falls Eagles. And Tim Ringhofer coming to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-285-7722. I believe that second semester starts on Tuesday, I think it is. So if you haven't got registered yet, maybe you better think about getting that taken care of. It's time for our Where Are They Now segment, brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. Welcome to a place to celebrate life and honor every memory. Go to their website at greenlarson.com.
Welcome back to another edition of Where Are They Now? Tonight's guest is Derek Fisher. Derek was the captain of the 2004 Bronco hockey team. After high school, Derek went on to continue his education and to play hockey at Mercyhurst College in Erie, Pennsylvania. Well, Derek Fisher, where are you now?
I'm in the Twin Cities, living in Lino Lakes, and I work in downtown Stillwater. Got a Edward Jones office and happily married to my wife, Sarah. I've got 2 kids. Hans, he's 6, and my daughter, Quinn, she is 4, and they're both skating now. Quinn's in her first year of hockey, and Hans is in his 3rd year, believe it or not. And I wanted to wish the Bronco hockey team the best of luck this year. I've got a lot of wonderful memories playing with the Bronco program, a lot of pride, a lot of tradition there, and one of my biggest moments in hockey was actually with the guy hosting here, Mikey Bolstead. He delivered the news that I was cut from the Pee Wee A team as a young kid, and while that stung a little bit in the moment, it was probably the best thing that could have happened for my development. I got to play a ton on the B team and handle the puck a lot, just really had a lot of fun, but worked hard, grew within the Bronco program, just developed my skills, I was able to play some junior hockey, some Division I hockey at Mercyhurst University out in Erie, Pennsylvania. 1 year beyond that in minor pro hockey. So, don't give up. If you get on the B team, you can make it into an opportunity and just keep working, keep having fun, listen to your coaches.
Some lessons well learned there from tonight's guest on Where Are They Now? Derek Fisher.
And that is Where Are They Now? Brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. Welcome to a place to celebrate life and honor every memory. Go to their website at greenlarson.com. And a couple of notes. I want to remind you that next Friday they're celebrating the 75th year of Bronco hockey. The show all begins at 6:30. I can't really tell you all that's going on. I just know that, hey, it's happening. Then we'll have it on yourliveevent.com and on the radio in case you can't be here and you want to watch it. And then, of course, the game against St. Paul Johnson is scheduled to start at 7:30. So we'll have that game for you next Friday. So that's a pretty big deal. And as long as we're talking about the 75th year of hockey, we've got a trivia question for every Bronco boys hockey game this year, and it's brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling Company of International Falls. Do you know that they've been doing it longer than 75 years? Yes, since 1934, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of International Falls has been distributing Coke products to businesses throughout the borderland. Pick up a 12-pack of Coke today. In between the first and second period, I'll be giving you tonight's trivia question, and you can text me. Please, it's got to be a text. No phone calls to 218-324-3053. Again, I think it's another easy question tonight, but we'll see. Some people may not feel that way exactly about it. It's time for your keys to the game, brought to you by Rainy Lake Houseboats. Rainy Lake Houseboats is located on magnificent Rainy Lake. It's where the highways end and the ancient waterways begin. Rainy Lake Houseboats offer amazing Minnesota houseboat vacations on Rainy Lake in Voyageurs National Park. And you can call them at 1-800-554-9188. Well, folks, we talked about this a couple of times during the pregame show already, that the Broncos have gone 3 games without scoring a goal. To me, it's not to, you got to get out there and not be gripping that stick too hard here tonight. You can't be pressing for that first goal. Go out and play hockey. Your opportunities are going to be there. And when you get your chance, bury your chance. I know it sounds simple, but I really think the Broncos, if they're pressing for that first goal to get out there and get off the schneid, I think that's a bad thing. I just think they got to go out and relax, play the hockey game, and it'll come to them, and those scoring opportunities will present themselves. Those are the keys of the game, brought to you by Rainy Lake Houseboats. We'll take another quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups brought to you by the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
A message from winter, summer, spring, or fall. Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
Just want to remind some of you hockey fans, you may have seen earlier in the week, I posted that we were going to be doing the Bronco girls hockey game tomorrow against Prairie Center. Unfortunately, our play-by-play guy for that game, not me, Joey Payer, who does our Muskie games, he was scheduled to do that as I'm going to be out of town tomorrow. And unfortunately, Joey was in a car accident last week and, not up to being able to do games yet. So, first of all, I want to say, Joey, get better and take care of yourself. We want you back on the airwaves, but you got to get yourself taken care of. So we're thinking about you, and we hope that your recovery is a speedy one as you do that if you're listening. And, of course, Joey always in the prayers for me as like I said, we need him to get back here. And so we are not going to be carrying the Bronco girls hockey game tomorrow. That starts at 1 o'clock against Prairie Center at Bronco Arena. And I apologize for those of you that were hoping that that was the way it was going to be. Just one of those things that unfortunately worked out against us. So we'll just go from there. It's time for your starting lineups, brought to you by the Sports Shop. For honest service and fair prices on bikes, hockey equipment, how about some snowshoes? We got plenty of snow out there. Maybe you want to go out there and give snowshoeing a try. Milt and Charlie, they can get you all set up with a pair of snowshoes. Come to the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. Let's start with the visitors, the Red Lake Falls Eagles, with their 7-2 record. Starting in goal will be a junior, number 30, Ashton Fredrickson. On the defense, you will have number 13, a junior, Jace Seeger, and also number 25, a sophomore, Brock Knott. On your forward line, starting on your wings, number 15, Evan Girdler, and number 17, Gavin Girdler. And Evan is a senior, and Gavin is a sophomore. And your starting center will be a junior, number 5, Blake Bryland. Looking over at the International Falls Broncos, starting in goal will be number 1, Ty Schoberg. Starting on the defense, number 2, a senior, Julius Maish, and number 17, sophomore, Aiden McFarland. I want to remind you that Schoberg is a senior. On your forward line, you're going to have number 5, Max Dremel. He's a senior, one of the captains on this team. Then he's matched up with sophomore, number 9, Cooper Crandall, and also number 13, junior, Noah Shikowski. So there are your starting lineups, brought to you by the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. Get down there for honest service and fair prices on bikes, hockey equipment. Get your skates sharpened. Just got Eli's done today. And, of course, they always take care of business. So always great to have that taken care of and get those things done. Again, I'm Tim Ringhofer coming to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at Rainy River. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River campus, Minnesota North College, 218-285-7722. And the national anthem is coming up here in just a moment. And the national anthem is brought to you by Einerson Flying Service of International Falls, who has been serving the borderland community since 1948. Thor and his staff are proud Americans and proud to be serving our community, and we'll have that national anthem coming up here as the Broncos are just getting introduced here at Bronco Arena. And as is tradition, we're a few minutes behind 6 o'clock. The game is scheduled to start at 6. It's never going to start at 6 o'clock. I have been doing this for since 2012. So that's 10 years I've been doing this. And I don't know if there's ever been a game that has started on time at Bronco Arena. I shouldn't let it bother me, but I'm a punctual, on-time kind of guy, folks. I like things to be on the schedule. But we've got, I think the PA guy is ready to turn us over to the national anthem. And I see no band, and I see nobody down there to sing. So I think we're just going to get the instrumental version off of the internet. So we'll get that here in a second.
We honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Please remain standing after the anthem for the sportsmanship song.
and that is your national anthem, brought to you by Einerson Flying Service of International Falls, who've been serving the borderland community since 1948. And I just want to remind you, folks, next Friday and Sunday, we're going to be broadcasting part of the Bantam A tournament that the Falls is hosting here next week. So next Friday at 2:30, we're going to have a little Bantam A hockey on KGHS, the Bear, 12:30 a.m. and 95.3 FM. And then whenever the Bantam A's play on Sunday, we'll have that game for you Sunday morning or early afternoon, whenever they get to play in that game. And then the following weekend, we're going to have Pee Wee hockey. They're having their Pee Wee A tournament, and we're going to have hockey for you on Friday and Saturday. So next week on the schedule for right now, if everything goes right, from Tuesday through Sunday, we're going to have 8 games on the air for you. And we're hoping that we can survive that week, and then the following week another 8 games. So looking forward to what we've got coming up here on KGHS and KSBM with the sports package here. Hope you enjoy it. The Broncos, of course, in their home whites with the purple breezers, the gold helmets, and the purple and gold trim. They are going to be going right to left. The Red Lake Falls Eagles, they're in their road blacks with gold and white numbers. What do we got going on? What do you... Oh, they didn't have the door closed. That's important. We need to get all the doors closed. That's a very important thing. So as we get ready to get this high school hockey game underway against 7-2 Red Lake Falls and 3-7 International Falls. But I just think you got to look at those records and say, well, take some of it, leave some of it behind. Let's see what happens between these two teams here this evening at Bronco Arena. As coming in to take the face-off, looks like is going to be number 5. That is Blake Bryland, as he is keeping his legs warm as the Broncos taking their time getting to the bench. And it will be Cooper Crandall to take the face-off for the Falls. We're ready for high school hockey right here on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com as the Broncos control the face-off. McFarland tried to go through center, knocking that away is Bryland. Bryland puts one right in front, poked right over the top of the net very quickly there by Evan Girdler. Girdler gets a return pass there from Gavin. Puck's bouncing through the Broncos zone. It's going to be picked up there by Evan Girdler. Goes cross ice, knocked away by Shakowski. Picked up by Dremel. He backhands one to Cooper Crandall, who hands it out to Shakowski. He skates in on the backhand. He gets tripped up. No penalty there. Wow, I thought that was a no-brainer, as no arm went up in the air as the Eagles are ready to bring the puck out to center. Picking it up there is Gavin Girdler. Into the zone on the backhand. Flips one up over the top of the crossbar. Goes to the far wall where it's going to be picked up by Bryland. Bryland flips it towards Gavin Girdler. Knocked away from him by Max Dremel into the corner. Puck being knocked around there, and now going to be handled by Julius Maish. He knocks it back into the far corner. Cooper Crandall picks it up as we're about 55 seconds into this game. Shakowski gets to the blue line, sends it in the corner, and heads to the bench as both teams are changing. Eagles look to get it back out to neutral. They do. Cody Joslin fires it back in and rings around the boards to the far side. Skifstead tried to step through, but it was knocked out to center by Harmoning. Broncos knock it right back in. Skating back to pick it up is going to be Knott. Knott flicks it off the wall. Picked up there by Skifstead. Uses his body as 3 Eagles try to dislodge the puck from him. They do, but it goes out to Joslin. Goal! Joslin with just a little wrist shot, trying to maybe get a rebound, and it sneaks past the goaltender Fredrickson, and Cody Joslin puts the Broncos on the minute 22 into this hockey. Domino's competition, so she wins a $5 gift certificate to Domino's. She picked Cody Joslin to score the first goal for the Broncos in this hockey game. Off the face-off, the Broncos bring it right back in. Royce Allen gets knocked off the puck. Let's see if we can pick up the assist.
Assist by number 18, Colin Kostick, and by number 6, Braden Skipstead. That's Joslin.
So there you go. Picking up the assist was Colin Kostick and Braden Skifstead. Puck is in behind the Eagles' net, comes into the corner. Knocked off the puck there was Allen. Now picking up Kostick. He tries to flip one out front. Skifstead couldn't get the handle on it. Fired around, kept in at the point by Joslin. Another wrist shot. That hit some traffic, and the goaltender, Fredrickson, just got a piece of that, knocked it into the near corner. Kostick picks back up, tries to center for Skifstead. That's knocked away by the Eagles defense. Worley tries a slap shot from the point, missed it a little bit, and now picked up by the Eagles. Skating back the other way with it is Carson Erickson. He flips it into the Broncos zone. Joslin pokes it back towards the blue line. Kostick gets it out. Skifstead picks it back up. Broncos fire it in. They're going to make a change with 4 out of the 5. Kostick picks up the puck along the near half wall. Throws it off the wall to himself, but taken away by Seeger. Out to center. Puck goes loose to the far side. There's a big collision at center ice between Gavin Girdler and Julius Maish. And we've got our first icing call here on the Eagles with 14:25 remaining in the first period. This icing call is brought to you by is brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the borderland area. Faceoff will come to the left of goaltender Fredrickson. Faceoff is controlled. Shot right off by Max Dremel as he pushed it through and got a shot on goal. So the Broncos are continuing to apply the pressure here as the Eagles get it out to center. That is Evan Girdler. Picking it up there is Crandall. He knocks it off the wall to McFarland, who leaves it off for Shikowski. Knocked off of his stick. Picked up there by Evan Girdler. Off the wall. Shikowski has it. Fires it cross ice towards Julius Maish. He heads up the far wall. Gets to the red line. Flips it into the zone. Knott has it there. Fires it off the wall. Shikowski fires it back towards the corner where it's picked up by Bryland. Bryland tries to go up along the wall. Knocked away, but Bryland picks up the loose puck. Now skating out of his zone into the Broncos zone. Tries to squeeze through. Maish picked his pocket and sent the puck away, and Dremel. Max sends it out to neutral. Eagles send it right back in. A little bouncer that kicked away by Ty Schoberg. And we got a delayed offside. Was that what got the whistle? So I'm going to go with that's what the call is. 13:35 remaining here in the first period. Broncos up 1-0 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. That first goal going to be brought to you by Northern Lumber. Free estimates, delivery to your worksite, and paint matching. Northern Lumber, everything to build anything, located on Highway 53 at 307th Street in International Falls. Off the face-off, the puck comes back into the Broncos zone. Keep pushes it along the wall, gets it off to Joslin. Joslin pushes it along. Keep picks it up along the near half wall. Knocked away there by Carson Erickson for the Eagles, and now the Broncos knock it out to center. Back checking there and knocking the puck away nicely was Dahl. Thrown into the Broncos zone. Worley along the wall, playing defense tonight, not on the forward as he was during the first few games of the year. Up into neutral. Firing the puck up there was Reiners. Taken away by the Eagles. Right back in, and a glove save by Schoberg on the shot by Brock Seeger. And no whistle. So, geez, I guess I was already going into my we're in a break mode, but the Eagles fire it up into the netting after the Broncos cleared the zone. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. So as that puck went up to the net, we'll have a face-off just outside the Broncos zone on the near side of the ice. 1-0, the Broncos leading it. Colin Koscheck to take these face-off against Bryland. And both the referees were over talking with the Bronco bench. I think we got everything straight away, and we are puck on the ice. Eagles win it back and firing it in. McFarland will pick it up in behind his own net. Being pressured there by Evan Girdler. Puck's up against the end wall. Team's battling for it. Digging and coming away with it is going to be Colin Koscheck. Deep hands run up along the wall. Skifstead has it there. He plays it off the wall. Royce Allen with a head of steam right into the net area, and he flicked it just wide to the near side of the ice. Puck coming out of the corner. Team's battle for it. Comes in behind the Eagles net into the far corner. Getting there is going to be Holford. Holford throws one towards the line, but it's kicked back towards him, and now the Eagles clear it out to neutral. Allen, cross ice for McFarland. McFarland skates it into the zone. Takes a shot at Fredrickson. He blockers that into the corner. There's a sharp angle shot that never got to the net. Loose puck picked up by Koscheck. Fired into the far corner. And picking it up there is going to be Seeger for Red Lake Falls. They get it out to neutral. Fired right back in by Julius Maish. Bouncing puck. Picked up now. Here comes Gavin Girdler in on his backhand. McFarland gives him a big body check. Sends him to the ice. And the puck gets dislodged and knocked up along the near wall. Battle for it there. Eagles trying to push it along. Dremel, Max trying to get it out of the zone. Now Bryland shoots. He hits McFarland right in the shin guard or the boot, and that son of a gun hurt. There's a shot from the far wall from Seeger. That missed the mark. Comes all the way out to neutral. Back into the Red Lake Falls zone. Racing back to pick it up is going to be Erickson. In behind his own net to the far side. Tips it all along the far side. Worley and Ness battle there. Broncos keep it in. Fire it to the far corner. Back to pick it up there is Holford for the Eagles. Along the near wall. Zahn pinches in to keep it in the zone. Broncos fire it towards the net off the stick of Max Dremel. Goes wide of the mark. Poked out to neutral by the Eagles. Cooper Crandall races back to pick it up. Under 11 now remaining in the first period. Broncos up 1-0 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Knott in his own zone. Being pressured by Skifstead. Throws it off the wall. comes through neutral and into the Broncos zone. Dremel racing back to pick it up. Max has it in the near corner, fires it around the boards, gets past the stick of Worley, stepping in and getting the puck into the corner is going to be Evan Girdler. His centering pass off the stick of Ness comes out to Knott. His shot high off the glass, bounces out towards the goaltender Schoberg, who covers it up with the glove, stops the clock with 10:34 remaining. Tomorrow, many of the Bronco teams are in action. Face-off win by Colin Caution. Fired around the boards by Mace. Skifstead picks it up on the fly. A 3-on-2 here for the Broncos. Allen could not stay on side. He got a little eager and took that odd man rush opportunity away from the Broncos as he was well in ahead of the puck. Easy call for the linesman. Face-off far side. Outside of the Eagle zone. Koshik kicks it in the zone off the face-off with Bryland. Eagles control. Knott on the near side. Knocks it out to neutral. Kick through the zone. Puck bouncing through. Now going to be picked up. Bryland, that is Evan Girdler comes in, leaves it for Gavin Girdler. His shot goes high. Now that's about the third or fourth shot by the Eagles that have gone over the top of the crossbar, so they must have something in the scouting report. Broncos couldn't control it as they came into the zone. Here come the Eagles back the other way. They couldn't control the puck. Knott has it. Has his stick lifted by Koshik. Puck goes loose to the far side where Shikowski has it. Poked into the zone by Dremel. He leaves it off for Koshik. He settles the puck down in the corner. Sends it for Dremel. Dremel stops it with his skate, and it's knocked away by Knott to the near wall. Back in behind the Eagles net. 9:40 remaining in period number 1. Koshik has it in the corner. Tried to go to the point. Worley just could not keep that in. It was a little bit off the mark. He throws it back in as the Broncos touch up, and they'll change. Eagles ready to bring it out. Near wall. This is Harmony. Knocked into the zone by Evan Girdler. They will change. Will the Eagles behind the play? Joslin skates in behind his net. He wanted to go long distance for Max Dremel, but he got tied up. Still gets it out to neutral. Eagles fire it right back in. Picked up there by Crandall. Cross ice for Worley. Worley heads up the far wall with a head of steam. Goes wide. Sharp angle shot. Got deflected a little bit there by the Eagles. Puck along the end wall. Picked up there by Seeger. His pass knocked away by Dremel. Centering pass looking for Shikowski. Got behind him a little bit. Comes to the near wall, and the Eagles bring it out to neutral. Picked off there by Worley. He flips it right back in. Shikowski and Hofer will chase it into the corner. Hofer gets there first. Shikowski kicked it along into the corner. Picked up there by Seeger. Seeger knocks it out to center. Picked up there by Dremel. He backhands it back into the Eagles zone. Hofer whiffed on the pass. Crandall couldn't quite control it, and knocking it out to center is Seeger. And is it going to be an icing call? I see the hand up, and it is going to be brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. We're past the halfway mark of this first period. Broncos lead it on a Cody Joslin goal. That goal came at the 1:22 mark. That's a long time ago, folks. Face off to the left of Fredrickson. Shots on goal, 6-2 in favor of the Broncos. Eagles control the face-off. This is Seeger. Seeger harassed there by Allen, gets knocked off the puck momentarily. Then Seeger runs into one of his teammates in Bryland, but they get the puck out to neutral. Cross ice pass, Maish battling with Gavin Girdler. I'll get those two straightened away yet, folks. Be patient. Puck comes loose into the corner. Now they battle for it there. Coming away with it, Colin Koshik. He gets knocked off the puck by Girdler. That is Evan. Shot from the point by Hofer goes wide of the mark. Broncos get it out to center. Racing after it is Allen. He's got Koshik with him. Shoots. And the save by Fredrickson. And he covers up the rebound. I think if Allen would have had another 5-8 feet, he might have had some time. Cooper Crandall will take the face-off for the Broncos. And it will be Harmony taking it for the Eagles. Winning it back are the Broncos. Shot from the point. Deflected just wide of the near post. Comes into the corner. With it there is Dremel. Out to the point. Keeping it in there is Hasbarger. His shot hits some skates and comes into the near corner. Back out to Hasbarger at the point. He knocks it back into the corner. That jumps over the stick of Shikowski. In behind the net to Knott. He fires it along the boards. Worley comes up to pinch in, and he keeps the puck in the zone with some effort and some help from Max Dremel. Dremel skates to the near wall, not trying to knock him off the puck. Out to Hasbarger. Big slap shot. Goal! Got in behind that one, did number 19, C.J. Hasbargen, and he makes it 2-0 in favor of the Broncos. This goal is going to come at the 9:43 mark of the first period. tells me that's CJ Hasbargen's first varsity goal. And we're going to get a 19 and a 5 and a 10. So the assists go to Max Dremel and to Matt Worley. Here come the Eagles right back into the zone. This is Erickson. Shoots. That's saved by Schoberg. His best save of the period, brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics. Puck knocked out to neutral. Eagles try to fire it back in and knock that down twice. Here comes Koshik in the zone, 1-on-2. Waiting, looking for some help. Drops it for Allen. Allen kicks it to the wall. Knocks it into the corner and picked up there by the Eagles. Knocked out to neutral. Allen has it again. Plays it back to McFarland. McFarland cross ice for Maish. Maish to Koshik. He fires it into the zone, chases after it, not gets there first. Eagles in behind his own net. Koshik gets in there, knocks it up on the netting. We get a whistle. 6:38 remaining in the first period. Broncos lead it 2-0 here on your Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. So that goal again at the 9:47:43 mark. And the goal by CJ Hasbargen, the assist to Max Dremel and to Matt Worley. Face off to the left of Frederickson. Face off controlled by the Broncos. Shakowski to Crandall. Crandall bumps it into the corner. Picked up there by Seeger. He tries to clear. It's pushed past Mace with a good effort there by Gavin Girdler. Girdler comes in with Evan. Leaves it out for him in the slot. Tried to go right back. Thought about the wraparound, and then Bryland was coming down the slot. They couldn't connect, and the puck comes out of the zone. Eagles have it at center ice. Max Dremel takes it away. He leaves it off for Shakowski. Shakowski skates in, fires it in behind the net. Bryland sends it around the boards. Maish pinches in and sends it right back in behind the Eagles' net as we're set to go under 6 minutes remaining in the first period. Along the near half wall, Dremel tried to kick it out towards the line, kicked away, and then Dremel turns and fires it in behind the Eagles' net. Knocked away. Knocked out to center. This should be an icing call, I believe. And the hand goes up. And it's an icing call here on Red Lake Falls. 5:44 remaining. This icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. If the voice gets a little scratchy every once in a while, folks, still working through a little illness. So bear with me as we get things taken care of here. The face-off to the right of Frederickson goes right back to the goaltender, and he covers that up. So just 1 second later, we'll do another face-off to his right. Asher Keep against Harmoning. Keep wins it back. Joslin keeps it in at the point. Flips one towards the net. That hits Seeger and goes to the far wall. Pinching in. Picking it up there is Worley. Worley plays forward a lot, so he likes to get into the play, so he jumps up. Replacing him there at the point was Keep. He fires one. That's knocked into the corner by Frederickson. On the near wall, Eagles trying to get it out, and they will. Fired right back in off the stick of Jake Olson in behind the Eagles' net. Well, collision there, referee involved, and with it now is Keep. Keep looking, comes into the corner, out to the point to Joslin. Joslin, wrist shot right on the ice. Ooh, I thought that was in, and somehow that puck did not go in and then got to the other side. I don't know if it hit the post or not. Broncos keep it in. There's a slap shot off the stick of Worley and a glove save by Frederickson. I lost sight of it as it went through the... And we'll have a face-off to the left of Frederickson. Under 5 minutes remaining in period number 1. The Broncos leading it 2-0. Both defensemen from the near left point getting the goals in CJ Hasbargen and Cody Joslin. Puck comes out to center. Julius Maish has it there. He has it knocked away. Knocking in is going to be Evan Girdler. Broncos pick it up. This is Maish along the far wall. Through center. Gets it up to Allen, who leaves it off for Koshik. He skates in. Leaves it off for Allen. Allen backhands. Here comes. Oh, just out of the reach of Skifstead as he came off the bench. That was well played right there as he came into the zone. Broncos keep it in, throw it towards the net right up front. Skifstead, point blank range. One save, two saves as Allen had an opportunity and cleared away by the defense there. That is Jace Seeger. Here come the Eagles back the other way. Evan Girdler's shot goes into the corner. Centering pass knocked away by McFarland right back in behind the goal line. Now Broncos try to get it out. This is Royce Allen. Allen gets past one defenseman. Now comes in, waits, nobody home. He waited too long maybe to pull the trigger on that one, hoping he was going to get a better opportunity. One never presented itself. Puck along the far wall, backhanded towards the net by Koshik, goes into the corner. Not. Fires it into the far corner on the backhand. Koshik gets there first. Tried to leave that off for Dremel, gets it right back as it was knocked away by Seeger. Eagles poked off of their stick. Dremel just being a nuisance back there to the Eagles defense. He still's got the puck as he came all the way to the near side. Joslin shot tipped in front, missed the mark there. I think it hit the stick of Crandall and still went wide. Under 3.5 remaining in the first period. Broncos have had a lot of pressure here. 12-3, they lead it in the shots on goal. Puck in the corner. Eagles try to clear. Joslin gets down on a knee to keep it in. Flicks it into the corner. Goes in behind the net. Not had it momentarily, but now Shikowski has it along the far half wall. To the point to Joslin, to Worley, one-timer. That bounces off somebody in front. It goes into the near corner. Shikowski in behind the net. Couldn't connect there. And the Eagles say, whoa, do we need a break? They're going to fire it down the ice off the stick of Brylan. And they'll get the icing call, brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. 2:59 remaining in the first period. The Broncos lead it 2-0 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Another face-off win for the Broncos. Allen flicks it into the corner to Skifstead. Skifstead battling there with Ness. Still picked up against the wall. As they try to get it out, it's going to be Allen who's going to come away with it. Has his stick lifted. He's knocked down. We're going to have a penalty coming up here as I see our first penalty going to be called, and it is going to be a hooking penalty on the Eagles. This penalty is going to come at 14:22, and it is going to be number 11, I believe, that is going to be going to the bench or to the penalty box. That is Brock Seeger. So Brock and Jay Seeger, I should probably be doing a better job of keeping those two separated, 11 and 13. So the first power play for the Broncos in this game is brought to you by Canner Electric. For all your electrical needs, both commercial and residential, stop at Canner Electric at 500 4th Street in International Falls or call 218-283-8319. There's a shot from Crandall, a high wrist riser, and that hit the goaltender and just went wide of the cage. In behind the net, Dremel has it. He skates into the near corner, out to the point to Crandall. Crandall back to Dremel along the half wall. Dremel comes to the point to Crandall. He sees a wrist shot. Deflected in front, Skifstead. Oh, that's a big save right there by Fredrickson as he was down on his belly and somehow stopped that puck from going into the back. Brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics at 3426 County Road 21 is your place to go to give yourself a pampering hour or day. Call Beyond Aesthetics at 218-540-0149 or go to Beyond Aesthetics dayspa.com to make an appointment or find out what they can do for you. Broncos on the power play here. In the corner with it is Skifstead. Skifstead plays it out to the point to Dremel. Dremel to Crandall. Crandall tried to leave it off to Joslin, just whiffed on that pass a little bit. Gets back to the point, has it again. Crandall, wrist shot, high riser, rebound. Oh, Skifstead could not, tied up just in front of the net, and the centering pass is cleared away, and the net is going to come off of its moorings, and we'll get a stoppage in play with 1:45 just as the Eagles were getting ready to clear the zone. We'll get a face-off to the right of Fredrickson as that was a great opportunity as the puck was laying there looking just so easy to poke in, and Braden Skifstead couldn't pull the trigger because he was being tied up by the defenseman. Face-off to the right of Fredrickson. 1:44 remaining in the period. 1:05 in the Bronco power play. McFarland to Maish as the Broncos put in a new power play unit. Maish's shot from the point. That's wide of the mark. McFarland races over to the far half wall, picks it up there. Maish comes back to the near wall. Shikowski tried to poke it along. It was knocked off of his stick by Knott, but keeping it in was Julius Maish. In the corner with it is Koshik. Koshik to Shikowski along the half wall. Out to the point as he mishandled that briefly. Plays it back towards the corner. Picking it up there is Jay Seeger, and he fires it all the way down the ice. Skating back to pick it up will be Maish. 1:05 in the period, 30 in the power play for the Broncos, the Canner Electric power play. Maish through his own zone, gets it off to Keep. He loses an edge. Broncos stay on side though. Caution picks it up, skates into the near corner, out to the point. Broncos going right to left here. Shikowski has it back along the half wall, out to Maish. Maish steps in, big slap shot. That misses the mark on the near side. Comes off the end wall all the way out to center. 40 remaining in the period. Penalty is over, so we're back to 5-on-5. Picking up the puck is Shikowski. He goes out the far side to Keep, who tried to go back to Koshik, but it's taken away by the Eagles. Brylan skates into the corner. Sharp angle shot. That went off the goaltender and just outside of the post. I thought it was in for a second, folks. Puck in behind the net. Putting on a good effort here. This is number 11. This is Brock Seeger. Loose puck picked up by Koshik. Poked out to neutral by Maish. Keep knocks it to the near wall, and then somehow, some way, he came up with the puck. Skates in. He's got Shikowski with him. Keep gets to the end wall. Waits for his teammates to change out, and Crandall was just skating into the zone. And as you heard in the background, the buzzer ends a good opportunity. Crandall, if he'd had another, second and a half, he maybe needed to get a chance to pull the trigger on that one, but he doesn't. 17 minutes in the books. The Broncos dominating play in that first period, as we will go to the first intermission with the score. International Falls 2, Red Lake Falls 0. We're coming back with the Den Shop intermission report. You're listening to Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and online at rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is
a message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Thank you. As I'm being tapped on the that I forgot to, I don't have to mute myself anymore. I've got into that bad habit. Hey, welcome back everybody for the first intermission report brought to you by the Den Shop. The Den Shop at 1712 First Avenue West is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro protective lines for your trucks, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Den Shop, 218-285-9593. Broncos lead it by a score of 2-0. And if you were listening during the pregame show, I told you during the Rainy Lake Houseboats keys to the game that the Broncos had to let the game come to them. I really felt like they did that, folks. Early on, you could see that Red Lake Falls came out and really kind of put the pressure on the Broncos. The Broncos took that first kind of that hit, that punch in the mouth, and then really dominated the final, I'm going to say 10 minutes of that period. They did score at 122. Things kind of evened out in the middle there, but then the Broncos really took over the puck in the Eagles zone a lot of the time, as the Broncos were able to add a goal as well after the halfway mark of that halfway point of the first period, as I tongue-tie myself, as the Broncos do lead it by a score of 2-0 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. It's time for our trivia question, as I told you, as we are going to do in every first intermission. And the trivia question is brought to you by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of International Falls. It is the 75th year of Bronco boys hockey. We are going to be celebrating it all next Friday night right here at Bronco Arena. The show to begin at 6:30, hockey game at 7:30 against St. Paul Johnson. 75 years of Bronco hockey. Did you know Coca-Cola Bottling Company of International Falls has done it longer? Yes, since 1934. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of International Falls has been distributing Coke products to businesses throughout the borderland. Pick up a 12-pack of Coke products today. Well, are you ready for the question? Again, you can text your answer to 218-324-3053. And I've been telling you this all along. The questions are going to get progressively harder as we go along. I feel like this is another easy one, but I can just say that that's for me. Here we go. Again, 218-324-3053. The first one to get their text message into me is going to win a 6-pack of Coke product. In what 3 years did the Broncos win 3 consecutive state championships? In what 3 years did the Broncos win 3 consecutive state championships? Your text to 218-324-3053. We'll see who's going to come up with the winning answer. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more here from Bronco Arena. The Broncos up 2-0. You're listening to High School Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Lukacic Architecture is a proud sponsor of Bronco Hockey. Growing up as part of the iconic Dirty Dozen band, Bronco Hockey brings back great memories. For quality commercial and residential architecture right here in northern Minnesota, contact Lukacic Architecture.
City Drug, your community health mart pharmacy, invites you to eat well and live better with Frontier Soups. Gluten-free, non-GMO, no added salt or preservatives. The homemade minute mixes offer a variety of easy-to-prepare soups. South of the Border Tortilla and Chicago Bistro French Onion are best-selling favorites. Try Minnesota Heartland 11 Bean Soup or the always popular Rocky Mountain Trail Loaded Potato Soup. Frontier Soups, clearly made from ingredients you know. City Drug Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The National Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
The Outdoorsman's headquarters is the place to get all your gear for fishing, hunting, and camping. When the season changes, you can find that new lure, rod, rifle, shotgun, or camp stove to make your next trip the best it can be. The Outdoorsman's headquarters has bait and all the necessities for your next adventure. Stop at the Outdoorsman's headquarters at 1130 3rd Avenue in International Falls or call them at 218-283-9337. Before you shop elsewhere, check with us for the best products, the best prices, and the best customer service.
Welcome back here to Bronco Arena for our first intermission report, brought to you by the Dent Shop. They've got Rhino protective linings for your pickup truck, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Dent Shop, 218-285-9593, and they're located at 1712 First Avenue West. Well, we've got a winner in our Coca-Cola trivia contest, as Wyatt Levine came up with 1964, 1965, and 1966 as the 3 years to that the Broncos won 3 consecutive state championships. So 64, 65, and 66. And so I appreciate everybody who participated. And matter of fact, my phone just came up with another answer. So it's good that everybody is playing along. As I appreciate that. The Broncos schedule after tonight, tomorrow, they're going to get right in the bus. They're going to be heading down to Proctor. They've got a 2 o'clock game in Proctor tomorrow. Then on Tuesday, they're going to be at Rockridge. I'll be there with the call from the Iron Trails Motors Event Center. My first trip there. I'm excited to get to watch the game there. Then the Broncos will be at home here against St. Paul Johnson next Friday. And then they're going to have a little time off. They'll host Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin the following Thursday, the 19th. And then the Broncos will be playing Moose Lake area on the 21st. We're actually going to have both of those games on the air for you coming up for Bronco boys hockey. Let's run over the scoring here. In the first period at the 1:22 mark, it was Cody Joslin getting the Broncos on the board. The assist went to Braden Skifstead and also to Colin Koshik, and the Broncos led it 1-0. At the 9:43 mark, the Broncos go up 2-0. as it was C.J. Hasbargen from almost exactly the same point. He rushed in maybe another 2 or 3 strides from where Joslin scored from. He put the Broncos up 2-0. Max Dremel and Matt Worley pick up the assist. The Broncos lead it 2-0. And Olivia Line, cheerleader for the International Falls Broncos, she picks up the correct answer in the Dominoes who's going to score first contest. So she wins a $5 gift certificate to Dominoes. 1 penalty in that first period. It went to number 11, Brock Seeger, for the Eagles for a hooking call. Broncos were not able to capitalize on their Canner Electric power play of the game. Shots on goal, 15-4 in favor of the Broncos. That means 13 saves for the Eagles goaltender, Ashton Fredrickson, and 4 saves for Ty Schoberg, the Bronco goaltender. We're going to take another break, and we will come back and get yourselves ready and ourselves ready for the second period. Broncos lead it by a score of 2-0. You're listening to Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on your live event.com.
Here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie.
They're gonna get the nets down and get us all set for period number 2. I'm going to go back to that slap shot by C.J. Hasbargen, and I'm going to give that the slap fitness. How about the snap fitness? Snap decision of the game. Snap Fitness on Shorewood Drive is a 24-hour facility with free weights, machines, tanning, classes, and more. Customized, personalized training and nutrition programs are available. Give the gals a call at Snap Fitness, 218-283-0020. So as the teams come back out on the ice, of course, they're going to switch ends. The Broncos are going to be going left to right in this second period as they lead it by a score of 2-0. And that gives me an opportunity. As I mentioned, we're not doing the Bronco girls hockey game tomorrow. Next week, Tuesday, we're going to have a doubleheader on the air for you. I'll be in Virginia, as I mentioned, for the Bronco boys hockey game. The Bronco girls play the Muskie girls right here at Bronco Arena. We're going to have both games for you on Tuesday. They both start at 7 o'clock. So the girls' game will be on the AM station. I'll be on the FM station. Then on Wednesday, I'm heading up to Dryden. I'm going to bring you Muskie girls as they take on Dryden in a huge Norwassa game. Could have big implications on who's the number 1 seed come playoff time over on the Canadian side of the ledger. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a doubleheader, 2 basketball games. We're going to start with Muskie boys at 4 o'clock. Then we're going to have International Falls Bronco girls at 7:15. Then on Friday, we're going to have a doubleheader of hockey as we're going to have Bantam A hockey at 2:30. Then we're going to have Bronco hockey starting at 7:30 against St. Paul Johnson. And then next Sunday, we're going to have Bantam A hockey. Whatever time they play at, we don't know that yet, but we're going to have hockey. So there are your 8 games that we are going to have on the air for you next week. And looking forward to getting those games on the air for you next week as we get ready for the second period. As I mentioned, the Broncos will be going left to right in this second period. Cooper Crandall to take the face-off against Bryland. Everybody gets a point in the hand. Everybody's happy. Buzzer goes off. We are ready for second period action as the Broncos control the face-off. It's McFarland to the red line, dumps it in. Schakowsky chases after it. He'll pick it up along the end wall. Skates into the near corner. Leaves it off for Crandall behind the net. He goes for the wraparound, and Fredrickson somehow got a piece of that. Crandall missed the first time, got a second opportunity, and covered it up. Nothing on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Face off to the right of the goaltender, Fredrickson. Clearing attempt by the Eagles, does get out. Here comes Gavin Girdler in. Goes to Evan. He pokes it towards the net. Schoberg comes up with a big nasty save right there early in the period. And then a loose puck coming towards Schoberg. He saved that one as well. Broncos look to clear. Can't get it out. Kept in by Evan Girdler. And then it is Jocelyn who'll get it down the ice. Will the Broncos take their first icing call of the game? And the linesman says no. Crandall comes up with the turnover. Leaves it in the corner for Dremel. Dremel fires it out front. That gets kicked into the corner. Skifstead has it out to the point to Worley. Worley, D-to-D pass to Jocelyn. Wrist shot, high riser. Fredrickson knocked it down, and he covers it up and stops the clock. 16:07. Schoberg down here to my left, brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics at 3426 County Road 21 is the place to go to give yourself a pampering hour or day. Call Beyond Aesthetics at 218-540-0149 or go to beyondaestheticsdayspa.com. Puck comes into the near half wall off the face-off to the right of Fredrickson. Skifstead has the puck on his backhand, flicks it into the far corner. Royce Allen has it there. Allen along the half wall, back in behind. That skips over the stick of Skifstead, comes into the near corner. Battle for it there. Puck bouncing around there. Koshik knocks it further along in the corner. Knott has it for the Eagles. He overskates it. Skifstead comes in, uses his body to come up with the puck. Koshik trying to weave through traffic. It's taken away there by Erickson, and the Eagles get it out and down into the Broncos zone. Racing back to pick it up there and winning the race was Worley. He left it for Koshik, who fires it into the far corner. Caden Zahn lays on the brakes as he picks up the puck. He's being pressured there by Dahl. Turnover. Eagles turn, spin. There's a shot by Harmony that gets deflected a little bit, comes into the near corner, and the Broncos get it out to center and further along there by Skifstead. Picked up by Knott. He goes cross ice looking for Dahl. Dahl has it taken away there by the Broncos' Zahn. Loose puck picked back up by Dahl. He fires it off the near wall. Harmony tries to go further along, but Worley knocks that down with a skate and skates it into the Eagles' zone. Tried to leave it off for Schakowsky. Schick's short angled shot there is stopped by Fredrickson as he was down in the butterfly, and he covers up the rebound as the Broncos continue to apply the pressure here in this period. 2:11 in. We'll get another face-off to the right of Fredrickson. It'll be Crandall versus Bryland. One back by Crandall to the point to McFarland. He fires it towards the near walls. Schakowsky tips that along. Knocked up the wall by Hofer, but fired right back in by Julius Maish. It bounces to the end wall. Picked up there by Brock Seeger. He goes along the wall. Dremel knocked that down, but Brock Seeger picks it back up and sends it out to neutral where McFarland has it. Broncos stay just onside. McFarland shoots, kicked away by the goaltender Fredrickson. Off the end wall, being battled for there. Crandall has it. Goes to Dremel. Dremel knocked off as the puck as he was trying to come into the slot. Here come the Eagles. The Girdlers come in, has it knocked away nicely there by the Broncos. Poked along there by Crandall. Pinched against the wall here, right in front of me, and now here comes Evan Girdler into the Broncos zone. Has it knocked off of his stick by Maish. He fires a high puck over the top of everybody back into the Eagles zone, but it won't be an icing call. Back to pick it up there is Brock Seeger. He skates to the far wall. Coming off the bench was Skifstead. That was close to too many men on the ice. Broncos turn it over. Here comes Bryland in the zone. His shot kicked away by the goaltender Schoberg. Goes to the far wall. Broncos knock it out to center by Koshik. Eagles try to throw it right back in. They need to be careful as they're trying to complete a change. Sent down by the Broncos, and it'll be an icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Faceoff will come to the left of Schoberg. 2-0 here on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard with 13:38 remaining in the second period. Broncos got both their goals if you're just joining us in the first period. Faceoff between Koshik and Harmony. Harmony wins it to the wall, picked up there by Dahl. Taken away by Allen. He races up the far wall into the Eagles zone. Lays on the brakes. Throws it in behind the net. Comes into the near corner. Skifstead will get there first. Dumps it back along the wall, up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off outside of the zone. I don't believe that went off a Eagle stick, and the referee comes in and says, no, we're going to do it to the left of the goaltender, Fredrickson, so they must be saying that the Eagles touched that. Koshik will take the face-off against Harmony to the left of Fredrickson. Koshik very good in the circle. He wins another one. Back to Worley. His shot deflected, somehow got onto the goaltender, Fredrickson, who kicked it into the near corner. Played along the near half wall now. Trying to clear the zone was Erickson, picked off there by Allen. His shot knocked away by Knott into the corner, and Knott picks it up. Eagles ready to come out of the zone. Big collision between the two number 6s there as the Broncos knock it right back into the Eagle zone. In behind his own net with it now is Jay Seeger, the defenseman for the Eagles. Comes into the corner. Allen has it there to Koshik. Koshik skates out of the corner. His shot goes into the far corner. Pinching in from the point is Joslin to keep it in. And then with some extra effort, good job there by Dylan Dahl. Gets it out and then played by a high stick by Skifstead. So the faceoff will come back into the Broncos zone to the left of goaltender Ty Schoberg. 12:44 remaining in this second period. Broncos leading it by a score of 2-0. Broncos making a change coming out with the forward line of Schikowski, Max Dremel, and who am I missing there? The guy who's taking the faceoff, Cooper Crandall. He wins it. Wrapped around the boards by the Broncos, and this will be another icing call. Brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5. So we'll have another faceoff. This one's going to come to the right of the goaltender, Schoberg. Just a little bit too much on that wrap around the zone, trying to clear it out. Hey, those things will happen. We'll do the faceoff again between Brylan and Crandall. Crandall wins another one. Hasbargen has it in the corner. Tied up a little bit. Puck comes loose. Comes bouncing out towards the point. Kept in momentarily at the point there by Brock Seeger, but getting out is Crandall. Possible 2-on-1 here for the Broncos. Crandall just couldn't catch up to that. He tried to dive on the ice to get that one over to Schikowski, but was unable to. And we're going to get a face-off to the left of Fredrickson as the puck goes up into the netting. Did they lower the netting since the last time we were at Bronco Arena? My goodness. Lots of pucks up into the net this evening. Crandall against Bryland again. One back by Crandall. Maish fires one towards the net. That's kicked away by the goaltender, Fredrickson. Far side, Evan Girdler. Flicks it up into neutral. Bryland one-on-one against Maish. Maish poked it off of his stick. Good job on the one-on-one play there. Maish wins that battle. Puck's laying in the corner. Picked up by Maish. Knocked off of his stick. Evan Girdler comes out front, and Gavin Girdler had a good opportunity there. I don't know if Schoberg got a chance with that or if Girdler just sent it wide into the near corner. Puck in behind the net. Bryland makes a dandy move to get out of a little problem there, out to the point. Brock Seeger flicks it back towards the corner to Bryland. Puck comes loose. Schikowski, it's in his skates, finally knocked away. Dremel will pick it up. Along the far wall, gets to the red line. He's going to be knocked off the puck there. Twice is he going to be knocked off the puck as they're doing a little extra to Max Dremel there. The Broncos fired in. They'll change as the Eagles are changing as well. They come through center. There's a big collision between Worley and Ness as the Broncos come up with the loose puck. Knocked into the Eagles zone. Hofer tried to fire one out, kept in. Broncos along the end wall. This is Nate Dremel. Gets it off to Keith. Ooh, right out to Reiners. It went off of his skate as he tried to settle that puck down. He's in the corner. He gets knocked out the puck by Hofer with a big hip check. Keep loose puck. Out to the point to Worley. Worley, wrist shot. That goes wide of the far post. Not by much. Keep flicks it into the corner. Puck laying there as the two teams being very physical here in the second period. I would say more physical than it was during the first period. Puck comes towards the point, but picked up there by Gavin Girdler. He tried to feather one along the wall. Worley says, you're not going to do that so easily, and he fires it right back in. Hofer along the near wall. Gavin Girdler tries to get it out. Worley pinches in, keeps it in, and with a little help from Asher Keep, he sends it in behind the Eagles net. Hofer tries the other side, plays it to a teammate. He whiffs on his clearing attempt. Erickson Keep steps in, shoots, kick save, rebound, Nate Dremel, goal! He just got enough of it to get it over the top of the diving Ashton Fredrickson, the goaltender for Red Lake Falls, and it's 3-0. Broncos score at 6:40 and lead it by a score of 3-0 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. So we'll see what the scorekeeper tells me. He looks up at me through his corner of his eyes and says, "Are you ready?" I am ready. And Asher Keep is going to pick up the lone assist on that Nate Dremel goal. Broncos poke it right back into the zone. Skifstead pushing through and finally going to try to clear it out is Red Lake Falls, and they will get it out. Played it up. This is Erickson. He takes a big collision from number 2. That is Julius Maish. Puck torn towards the net, goes into the far corner. McFarland for the Broncos has it. Flips it up to Koshik, who gets it up to Skifstead. He gets it into the zone. He takes a big check from behind by Knott, and the Eagles clear it out as Maish retreats into his own zone to pick it up. Up to Koshik. He skates it in along the far side. Leaves it there for Allen. Allen waits, shoots, tried to go high, went too high. Allen picks it back up, dumps it into the corner. Koshik has it there. Koshik has it knocked off his stick, but somehow maintains possession momentarily. Poked up towards the point. Maish pinches up, and getting out to center is Erickson. Picking back up in his own zone is McFarland. As we approach 9:15 remaining in the second period, Broncos up 3-0 on your PCA and Napa Autoport scoreboard. Koshik comes in, gets tripped up, no hand in the air. He thought maybe we were going to have that there. Puck along the end. Well, Keep picks it up, goes out in front, has it knocked away. Oh, Koshik comes up with the loose puck and fires one high over the crossbar. Along the end wall, Keep with it. He has been dynamic tonight with the puck as he is showing off his puck handling skills this evening. He battled into the corner along with Knott. Knott gets it up to Evan Girdler. Girdler ready to skate it out, and now a possible 3-on-2. Bryland in behind the defense, races in, and sliding back in was Worley, and he's going to knock that puck away, and as Worley completed the play, he knocks the goal off of the peg on the one side, and we'll get a face-off to the left of Schoberg. I think if you would have had that maybe in a higher league like college or the NHL, you may have gotten a penalty for a delay of game for knocking that one off. It was close. Just saying, folks. Referee blows his whistle, wants to make sure everything is right. We've got 5 on each side. 8:40 remaining in the third period. And now something's not right. They're pointing. I don't know what they're pointing at. Now we're ready. Harmony wins the faceoff for Red Lake Falls. Hofer shuns it into the corner. Worley has it there. He avoids the poke check of Bryland. Centering pass out front. There's a shot by Evan Girdler that hits traffic and goes into the corner. Joslin has it. Tries to flip it up. Turnover. Gavin Girdler goes to Bryland. Bryland back to Gavin Girdler. His wrist shot kicked away by the goaltender Schoberg. The rebound cleared away by Keep into the corner. Centering pass right out front. That is Evan Girdler, and the rebound is going to be put in by number 5, Blake Bryland. And the Eagles are on the board as they are going to make it 3-1 here. So I think it's going to be 5 from 17 and 15 and 17. We'll see to make sure that that's what the referees saw as well. And they're talking to the scorekeeper. One of the scoreboards is not working right. The one facing towards the left here as we are getting ready to go here. And we've got 5. And 15 is going to get the only assist. So we are back underway here. Puck is in the Eagles zone. They get it out to center. 3-1 now on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Skifstead along the far wall, tied up there by Harmony. Now being pinned up against the wall there, and still now poked into the Eagle zone. Skifstead comes up with the puck, comes in, shoots, saved by the goaltender, Fredrickson. Hofer knocks it into the corner, looking for Dahl. Dahl gets knocked off the puck. Hofer wraps it around to the near wall. 7.5 remaining in the second period. Broncos up 3-1 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Koshik doing some hard work in behind the net. Can't come up with the loose puck. Here come the Eagles. This is Erickson into the zone. 1-on-3. He's knocked off the puck, and coming up with the loose puck is going to be Shikowski. He tried to go to the far corner, taken away by Dahl. Centering pass, and where's it at? It's in the corner. Knocked away by the Broncos. Now a shot from the point. Shikowski got his body in front of that as that never got even close to the net off the stick of Brock Seeger. Puck knocked back in from neutral. Coming up with the save was Schoberg. McFarland comes back with Maish. Maish had that one deflected as he was trying to pass it around, and it will go up into the netting. Shock of shots. Seems like that puck has spent more time in the netting than it has on the ice here at Bronco Arena.
And I think we're going to have a face-off to the right of Schoberg, although the officials are getting together. It should be to the right of the goaltender, I believe. And that's where it's going to be. It'll be Cooper Crandall against Bryland, the goal scorer for the Eagles. Broncos up 3-1 here. Face-off win by Bryland. Out to the point to Jay Seeger. Shot towards the net, gets knocked away to the far wall. Broncos have it. Here comes Cooper Crandall. Crandall into the zone on his backhand. Stops in the far corner of the left wall. Comes through the looking for Max Dremel coming down the slot. They can't connect. Here comes Bryland. In. He's going to shoot. He's going to score. And it's a 3-2 hockey game. As now you can tell the Eagles, this game may be loosening up a little bit. Eagles now only down 3-2. This goal comes at 10:33, so a minute and 42 seconds later. And we'll see if there should be one assist on that, I'm going to believe. We'll see what my PA guy tells me. And it is going to be Gavin Girdler that's going to pick up the assist. Into the Eagle zone, the puck comes. Koshik walks in, forehand, shoots. Where's it at? It is underneath the goaltender, his left pad. He stopped that and keeps this game a 3-2 game. That would have been a great answer by the Broncos. And it just looks like a little extra pep in the Eagles' skates right now. The Broncos not maybe getting to those loose pucks like they were in the first period. Face off to the left of Fredrickson. Koshik wins it towards the wall, back to Maish. Maish dumps it into the corner, goes all the way to the far corner. Skifstead will get there first. In his skates, has it, pokes it towards the net, puck comes loose towards the near wall. Maish pinches in from the right point, dumps it in behind the Eagles net. Skifstead has it there on his backhand, leaves it in behind the net with the forehand. Allen has it there, fires it out looking for Skifstead coming down the backside, and they can't connect. Eagles get it out to neutral. Allen races back to pick it up. Allen into his own zone, plays it off the wall, looking for McFarland, up to Skifstead. Koshik has it there as he skates into the Eagles zone. Broncos changing in behind the play. Koshik continuing in behind the net, waiting now into the near corner. Stops at the circle, wheels back in on the backhand, fires it out front, looking for Allen. He just missed on that one-timer. Maish fires it into the corner. Loose puck there, going to be picked up by Dahl. Harmony tries to push it along, but it's picked up by Crandall. Crandall leaves it off for Maish. Maish, quick wrist shot, high riser, hits traffic in front. Where's it at? Chikowski tried to put one into the net. That went wide of the mark, almost cleared by the Eagles. McFarland skates in, shoots, kick save up into the netting. Off the stick and or padding of the goaltender Fredrickson. We get a stoppage in play, 4:56 remaining in the second period, 3-2. Broncos leading it on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Face off to the right of Fredrickson. Crandall versus Bryland. Eagles control. This is Brock Seeger trying to get it out, and with a little help from Evan Girdler, they do it. Up to Gavin Girdler, and a big check there by Worley. Knocks Girdler off the puck. Clearing attempt, kept in at the point. Wrist shot, misses the mark off the stick of Brock Seeger. Broncos get it out to neutral, and it'll come all the way down onto the goaltender, Fredrickson, who's going to cover it up with Max Dremel bearing down on the play. Clock stops, 4:32 left here in the second period. Stay tuned for our second intermission report, brought to you by the Dent Shop. Face off to the left of Fredrickson. Koshik will take it for the Broncos. Bryland for the Eagles. Koshik wins it. Allen goes cross ice for Joslin at the point. Knocked out to center by Evan Girdler. Worley fires it cross ice, picking it up. This is Allen. Allen skates in, dips the shoulder, shoots. Saved by Fredrickson, as waiting right there was Braden Skifstead for the rebound. There was none, and kept himself out of trouble by not doing anything unnecessary. Broncos are going to bring out Hasbargen and Maish on the defense. Keep that forward line of Allen, Koshik, and Skifstead. Face-off, controlled by the Broncos. Skifstead sends it to the end wall. Ooh, maybe got that elbow up a little bit high there on Brock Seeger. Eagles bring it out to neutral. Evan Girdler brings it in the zone. Lost possession, gets it over to Gavin Girdler, and there's a save by Schoberg as he was coming up against the post. And my videographer
Dwayne Etienne, he's shaking his head over here. Too many easy opportunities, Dwayne? He's shaking his head yes at me. I'm getting his perceptions. Face off to the left is Schoberg. Goes to the far wall, picked up there by Evan Girdler. To the point to Hofer, back to Evan. Evan skates to the top of the circle. Now skates into the slot, shoots, kick saved by Schoberg. Rebound cleared away by Hasbargen. Poke back to Bryland. Bryland was waiting there like, that's where I scored from before. I'm going to get another one. Never got to him as the Broncos flip it out to neutral. This could be an icing call if it's got enough energy, and it's going to just get there as Koshik was racing down the ice to get there, but could not get there in time. This icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Face off back in the Broncos zone to the left of goaltender Schoberg. Ness will take it against Crandall. Puck goes into the corner. Nobody yet to possess it. Now Ness has it for the Eagles. Out to the point. Not. His shot gets all the way to the goaltender Schoberg, who kicks it to the near wall. Here come the Broncos back the other way. Dremel looking for Crandall. Just missed that connection. Puck goes to the far side. Hasbargen hustles in, keeps it in. Shot right into the 5-hole, and the goaltender Fredrickson was worried that that one might have been sneaking through, but he got enough of it. He gets the whistle with 3:19 remaining here in the second period. Tim Ringhofer coming to you from the Rainy River campus, Minnesota North College press box area. Broncos win the faceoff, put it in behind the Eagles net. Along the end wall, Crandall fires it out front. The only one there is not for the Eagles. He tries to clear. Max Dremel, slap shot, hits traffic, bounces towards the far half wall. Kept in at the point by Worley on the clearing attempt by Ness. Worley dumped it along, but then the Eagles throw it up into the air and get it back into the Broncos zone. Joslin, cross ice, looking for Max Dremel. Dremel tries to get it in, picked up by Keep. Keep comes in on the back end, skates towards the far wall. Picks it back up behind the net after he passed it off the wall to himself. Keep centers it. That's Crandall, fires it wide. They've been teammates for years and years. You could tell that Keep was looking for Crandall. The Eagles send it down the ice. It'll be an icing call. Brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. The faceoff will come to the right of the goaltender Fredrickson as both teams have their doors open as the players changing out. The Broncos will bring Allen Koshik and Skifstead on the forward line. Joslin and Worley, the defensemen. That first line for the Eagles of Bryland, Girdler, and Girdler. Faceoff won by the Broncos, but we get a whistle as the Eagle and Bronco players in front of the net were a little eager getting into the circle, so we'll redo the faceoff. Koshik will take it against Gavin Girdler, I believe is who is going to be in there now. Koshik wins it back. Worley has it. Skates along the wall into the corner. Leaves it in the corner for Allen. Return pass right out front. There's Skifstead. Somehow in tight quarters was able to wheel himself and get a forehand shot saved by Fredrickson, and the Eagles get it out to neutral. Gavin Girdler lays on the brakes. Leaves it off for Evan. Evan backhands it into the zone. He picks it up in behind the net. Tried to go to Bryland. They can't connect as Allen pokes it out to neutral. Pokes it along the wall. Now 2-on-1 for the Broncos. Walking in is Allen. Goes to the backhand. Rebound. Goal! Skifstead gives the Broncos back a 2-point lead as number 6 played the rebound, and as he had the goaltender. Will come at 15:01, and we'll see if there's any more than that one assist that was given to the Royce Allen. 6 from 16, that is it, as we resume play here with 1:59 remaining in the second period. Puck comes loose towards the near wall. Nobody really able to get a handle on it. Push towards the Bronco net. Bryland from behind, Keep took that away. Tried to go out to Dremel. Gavin Girdler flips one towards the net high in the air. Comes off the end wall. McFarland as the Eagles have to touch up. Broncos ready to come out with Crandall. Far wall to Dremel. Dremel right back to Crandall. Whoa, the Broncos were just outside. Are you sure? You got that on instant replay? Man, I thought they had played that one perfectly. I'm not second guessing. The referee was skating into the zone backwards. He was at the top of the circle to call that one offside. I think I had a better angle on him, folks. I'm just saying. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Dremel off the faceoff win by Crandall. Skates it in along the far wall. Hofer knocks him off the puck. Crandall steps in, has the puck. Oh, there's a big check, and we're going to get a penalty on the Eagles here. There's a ram shot by Crandall, and the penalty is going to be for a roughing penalty here on the Eagles. This penalty at 15:41, and it's going to be on Hofer. And Hofer said he was holding my stick, and the referee says, well, that may have been, but I saw what you did, and that's how it's going to be. So a Bronco power play brought to you by Canner Electric. For all your electrical needs, both commercial and residential, stop at Canner Electric at 500 4th Street in International Falls, or call them at 218-283-8319. Face-off win by the Eagles. They send it down the ice. Racing back to pick it up is Crandall. Second power play of the game. Turnover as Gavin Girdler got in there. Crandall aggressively going back in there trying to possess the puck. Coming in to help is Worley, but also there is going to be Evan Girdler as he's taking some precious time off of this power play. Crandall finally comes away with it. Gets it to Joslin. Joslin to Skifstead. Skifstead skates it in along the far wall into the zone. Gets in the corner, lays on the brakes. Wants to set up the power play. Maish comes off the bench. He's at the point. Gavin Girdler continuing to pressure, try to get it away from Skifstead, but good persistence there by Braden. Comes up with the puck. Max to Julius. Julius to Joslin. Joslin, wrist shot. High riser. That went off of the glove of the goaltender over the top of the crossbar. It was heading into the net and then cleared all the way down by the Eagles with 20 seconds remaining in the period. Broncos looking to get back to that 3-goal lead here before the end of the second period. Bryland almost came up with a big turnover there. Broncos come in, keep, shot. That misses the mark. Comes off the end wall. Picked up there by Jay Seeger. He tries to get it out on the back check. Shikowski knocks it away. Keep on his backhand. Out in front, just couldn't get a shot pulled there, and the period is gonna end. With your score, International Falls 4, Red Lake Falls 2. The Broncos will start the third period with 41 seconds of power play hockey, brought to you by Canner Electric. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we are going to have the intermission report brought to you by the Dent Shop. Your score on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard, International Falls 4, Red Lake Falls 2. You're listening to Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Coochinchin County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
309 5th Street in International Falls.
Welcome back here to Bronco Arena for our second intermission report, brought to you by the Den Shop at 1712 First Avenue West. It is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro protective linings, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Den Shop, 218-285-9593. Well, the Broncos had their lead of 2 goals after the first period. That's where it sits right now, is at 2 goals. But it feels different, folks, than it did after the first period. It felt like the Broncos dominated the second half of the first period. It felt like the Red Lake Falls, even before they got their first goal, that all of a sudden things were, the momentum, somehow the pendulum swung towards the Eagles, and the Broncos ended up getting themselves to a 3-goal lead. But then Red Lake Falls cut it to 3-2 before the Broncos made it 4-2, and we'll run down all the goals and everything else for you coming up after our next commercial break. But again, it feels a little bit different in the fact of the 4-2 lead. It's like I said, it's still a 2-goal lead, but it just feels different. Like the Eagles are now like right there. They're ready to pounce. That most dangerous lead in a hockey game of 2 goals is right there, and it's presenting itself that the Eagles at any time could put 2 in the back of the net very, very quickly. Maybe I feel that way because the shots on goal were much even in that second period. In the first period, the Broncos outshot the Eagles 15-4, 17-12. The Broncos had the advantage in that second period. And I will give this, the Eagles, as we've talked about, with that speed of that first line, but the Broncos are getting to more of those 50-50 pucks, those pucks that are kind of laying out there, and the Broncos are getting to those. The Broncos are getting a higher percentage of those, and that's really right now is what is the difference in this hockey game, I feel like, as we go forward towards the third period. We're going to take another break here on the intermission report, brought to you by the Den Shop. When we come back, we'll run down the scoring and the 1 penalty from that period. You're listening to Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hometown Hobby and Crafts is your headquarters for all your craft and school projects. January is National Puzzle Month, and to recognize this, Hometown Hobby and Crafts will have 15% off all puzzles for the entire month. Buy 2 or more puzzles and get 20% off. Puzzles are a great family activity or solo project during the winter months. Stop at 327 3rd Street to check out the large selection of yarn that Hometown Hobby and Crafts has in stock. Their hours are 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10 to 4 Saturday. Buy local to keep our community strong.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Now is a great time to visit Falls Lumber Company's Design Center. We heat this building with fireplaces and stoves so you can feel the warmth, see how they burn, and check out which one is best for your home, cabin, or shack. We sell some of the best name brands in business: Cozy Heat, Yodel, Hearthstone, Napoleon, Regency, and more. Check out Falls Lumber Company's Design Center, something for everyone. 201 4th Street in the Falls.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Bronco Arena in our second intermission report, brought to you by the Den Shop. Let's run down the scoring for you as the Broncos lead it by a score of 4-2. 6:46 into the, well, I'm going to go 6:40 because I can't read my own writing. Getting the Broncos on the board for the third time, it was Nate Dremel. The assist goes to Asher, keeping the Broncos led it 3-0. Red Lake Falls not going away. Just a couple of minutes later, getting on the board, his first of the night. That is Blake Bryland. The assist goes to Evan Girdler, and the Eagles had cut the Bronco lead to 3-1. Less than 2 minutes later, a minute and 42 seconds to be exact, Bryland gets his second. The assist goes to Gavin Girdler this time, and it was 3-2, but the Broncos not to be denied at 15:01. Braden Skifstead stayed with a good rush by Royce Allen down the far boards into the scoring area. Got stopped by the goaltender Fredrickson, but the rebound put into the back of the net by Braden Skifstead, and the Broncos back to that 2-goal lead at 4-2. One penalty in the second period. It goes to the Eagles. We had just 2 penalties in this game, both of them to the Eagles, and it was number 16. That is Jackson Hofer that took the roughing penalty at 15:41. When the Broncos come back onto the ice, they're going to have 41 seconds of Canada Electric power play when we come back to play. In that second period, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, 17-12, the saves or the shots on goal. So 15 saves for Ashton Fredrickson. He's got a 2-period total of 28. For Schoberg for the International Falls Broncos, he came up with 10 saves on 12 shots. So he's got a 2-period total of 14 saves. Again, the Bronco boys hockey team got a busy week coming up as they play in Proctor tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Then on Tuesday, they're going to be down at Rockridge as they will be taking on the Wolverines. I'll be down there to bring you that game. Pregame to start at 6:40, drop of the puck at 7 o'clock. And then on Friday next week, they're going to be back here at home as they will be taking on St. Paul Johnson the night that they celebrate the 75th season of Bronco boys hockey. So that gets started at 6:30. The drop of the puck at 7:30. We'll have it all for you on your live event next Friday right from here. So 2 of the next 3 Bronco boys hockey games on our airwaves, and both of them on yourliveevent.com. Again, I told you earlier, we got a busy week coming up next week as we have got 8 games on the air. That includes 3. I'm going to go do the math in my head. We're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6 hockey games and 2 basketball games for you next week, and we'll see how it all pans out. It ought to be an exciting week in International Falls. I don't think I've had an 8-game week before, so we'll see how that all plays out along the way. Of course, I'm only doing 6 of them, so I shouldn't say that I've got an 8-game week. It's the radio station that has an 8-game week, including we're going to have Bantam A tournament action for you from next week's Bantam A tournament being held here in International Falls, and then we're going to have Peewee A hockey tournament action the following weekend. So join us for that. All those games, 4 of those games, will be on KGHS, The Bear, 1230 AM and 95.3 FM. And if you're just a sports listener, I want to remind you folks, we're online now 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's right there. And just how you go to get to this, it's real simple now. Just go to rjbroadcasting.com, click on Listen Live for whichever station you want, and you're going to see 12 stations there because our company owns 12 radio stations, and we've got our 2 here in the fall. So just click on Listen Live anytime you want. You want music, you're out of town, you're in the cities, you want to know what's happening in International Falls, it's right there at the touch of a button. We're going to take another break as the Zamboni has left the ice. We'll come back and we'll get Chuck-a-Puck, and we'll get ourselves ready for the 3rd period. The Broncos lead it by a score of 4-2. You're listening to High School Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
City Drug Health Mart Pharmacy invites you to eat well and live better with Frontier Soups. Gluten-free.
Systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. we make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
LTZ Diesel. Sale price is $80,125. Or this brand new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 RST. Sale price is only $61,905. Chevrolet, find new roads. Find out more at EckmanIFalls.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Welcome back here to Bronco Arena. Chuck a puck. All the pucks are picked back up. That means the referees will be out shortly to put the nets in place, and then we're going to have third period hockey as the Broncos lead it by a score of 4-2. Busy day locally today and tomorrow. And let me just get my schedule up here. Today, of course, the girls basketball team from International Falls, they're just getting started here in a couple of minutes, I'm being told, down at Northwoods. Little Fork Big Falls boys, they're taking on Greenway, looking for the Vikings to pick up a win there against the Raiders. The Fort Francis Lakers with new head coach Tyler Miller are up playing Sioux Lookout, the new team in the SIJHL. That game just getting it started at 7:30. The Rainy River men's basketball team, they are going to be at home. They are just going to get started at 7:30 as they take on Fond du Lac. And the Fort Francis girls volleyball teams, they're in Kenora for a tournament, and the Fort Francis boys basketball teams, they're in Thunder Bay for a tournament. So a busy day, and then tomorrow, of course, the tournaments continue for the Fort Francis Muskie volleyball team and basketball teams. And also going on tomorrow, make sure I get myself straightened away here, the Bronco girls hockey game here at 1 o'clock against Prairie Center. The Bronco boys basketball team is at Denfeld at 3 o'clock tomorrow. The Bronco boys hockey team will be at Proctor for a 2 o'clock game. The boys swimming and diving teams, they're going to be in Duluth at the beautiful pool there at the middle school in West Duluth as the diving starts at 9 o'clock, the swimming at 1 o'clock. The Lakers will be taking on Sioux Lookout again tomorrow, and the Rainy River basketball. How about basketball teams? They'll be playing Central Lakes tomorrow at 1 and 3 o'clock at the Rainy River Gymnasium. So Monday is going to be a full boat. Dwayne thought 15 minutes of sports a couple of Mondays ago was a lot. He may have a whole lot more than that coming up here. Of course, we've got Viking football for you on Sunday as they take on the Chicago Bears. Our pregame starts at 11 o'clock on Lakes Country 104.1. And I'm going to tell you, I just got done telling you about the streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, minus Twins, Vikings, Gophers, Wild. We can't do those games on the air. So that game will be blacked out. So you're only going to be able to listen to that on the radio. It's just one of those things contractually that we only have this area to be able to do those kinds of games to. And We're ready for third period hockey. The Broncos going right to left. Hofer in the penalty box for another 41 seconds as the Broncos continue their Canner Electric power play. Skifstead to take the faceoff against Gavin Girdler. Girdler slaps at it right into the Broncos zone. Crandall in behind his own net to pick it up. He goes out the far side looking for Max Dremel. Dremel with a head of steam gets it off to Worley, who skates it in, lays on the brakes, ready to set up the power play. No, Joslin could not keep that in as him and Worley were in tight quarters. 18 seconds into the third period, 23 seconds left in the Canner Electric power play. Broncos have a face-off on the far side of the ice, just outside of the Eagles zone. Puck slapped towards the wall. Worley has it there. He retreats a bit. Good job there by Gavin Girdler. He's a big kid who can skate and used his body there. He's just a sophomore, and good body possession there. Skifstead gets a pass, tips it into the zone, but that will erase the penalty here as Hofer ready to come out of the box in about 3 seconds. Dremel kicks it in behind the net, picks it up. Out of the box is Hofer. Crandall gets it off to Dremel. Dremel skates in, can't get a hold of the puck. Knocked out towards the point. Shot there by Crandall. That's hits traffic. Girdler, Gavin gets it out. A race for the puck. And it is going to be an icing by about 2 strides as Bryland raced down the ice behind the Bronco defense, trying to get to that one, seeing if they could cut the Eagles defense or Eagles deficit in half. But it is an icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Koshik to take the faceoff against Erickson. Erickson wins it back, but picking up the puck, skips it, backhand shot, rebound, goal! Royce Allen gives the Broncos a 3-goal lead at 5-2, 1 minute into the third period. Good effort. Koshik put the puck through. The net as he picks up the goal. The assist will go to 6 and 18, and 1 minute into the third period, the Broncos lead it by a score of 5-2 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Out the faceoff. Broncos possess the puck again. 18 deserves a faceoff. He won the faceoff. He's got to get an assist there. The referee's being stingy. Here come the Broncos back into the zone. Looking for Allen. He wants him. Backhand shot. Goal! 26 seconds apart. Royce Allen makes it a 4-goal lead at 6-2. Koshik will pick up one of the assists. We'll see if there's a second one. This one comes at 1:26. And the Broncos answer the bell early in this third period as they come up with 2 goals in the first minute and 26 seconds. And we're going to see what the assists are here as PA guy writing them down, getting his work done, making sure he's playing the school song. He's just as busy as I am. Broncos right off the faceoff, get it in to the Eagles zone. Eagles try to clear, but picking up the puck there is Koshik. Not up along the wall, poking it out now and carrying it out is going to be Girdler. That's Evan, gets it out to Bryland, and not able to stay on side is Gavin Girdler. He doesn't like the call, but he was definitely offside. I think my PA guy's trying to tell me 16 from 2 and 18. All right, so we got the assist there. Julius Maisha is going to pick up the second assist. 1:44 into the third period. If you were away for a moment, you missed a lot. The Broncos scored twice. They're up 6-2 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Face-off win by the Eagles, far side. Gavin Girdler in the corner with it. Max Dremel tries to knock him off the puck. Puck comes loose, picked up by Joslin. Flipped along the wall. Gavin Girdler picked off a his stick by Cooper Crandall. Here comes a 2-on-2, possible 3-on-2. Keep with him. Drops it off to Dremel. Dremel skates, shoots. That hit up traffic, goes to the end wall. Dremel has it there. He's pinned up against the wall by Bryland. Broncos pick up the loose puck. This is Keep. Trying to poke it out to center was Evan Girdler, but the Broncos keep it in. Good effort there by the team in white. Puck goes to the far wall. Gavin Girdler retreats in behind his own net to try to clear the zone. He gets into the near corner, knocks it off the wall. Keeping it in at the point is Asher Keep. Keep, his pass poked away. Kept in though as the clearing attempt there by Jay Seeger was kept in by Crandall. Bouncing puck. Finally picking it up is Keep. He knocks it into the corner. Pokes it past an Eagles defender. Gets in behind the net. Crandall able to keep possession of the puck as he pokes it into the corner to himself. Out to Joslin. Joslin was going to go for the wrister. He missed it. He goes all the way down the ice where Schoberg has it. He's going to be pressured there by Evan Girdler. Goes to the far side. Loose puck picked up by Gavin Girdler. He's in behind the Bronco net. Centering pass. Comes all the way out to the point. Jay Seeger's shot. And the net is off of its moorings. That's why we get the whistle from the official. Faceoff will come to the left of the goaltender Schoberg. Shots on goal in this game, 35-16 in favor of the Broncos. Taking the faceoff will be Ness for the Eagles. It'll be Koshik for the Broncos. He comes over, tells Julius Naish his plan. And puck's laying there. Eagles have it. Poked towards the net by Adet. First time I've had a chance to say his name in this hockey game. And the Broncos get it out to neutral. Picked up there by Brock Seeger. He skates it right back in along the far wall. Gets into the circle. Wrapping around. And we're going to get a penalty here. And I'm not sure if this is going to be on Ness or Maish. But Maish ends up into the net. And I believe that it is going to be Ness that is going to head to the penalty box. And the Broncos are going to go on the power play here, brought to you by Canada Electric for the third time. So Ness is going to go, and we'll see this penalty is going to come at 3:24. And the officials are talking, and whether this is going to be more than 2 possibly, they're just going to say it's an interference call on Ness. So the faceoff is going to go all the way to the other end of the ice to the right of goaltender Fredrickson. This power play brought to you by Canada Electric for all your electrical needs, both commercial and residential. Stop at Canada Electric at 500 4th Street in International Falls or call them at 218-283-8319. Broncos win the faceoff. Crandall looking for some space. Goes far side to Joslin. Has it poked up off of his stick. Sending it around the wall is Jay Seeger. Kept in at the point by Crandall. To Dremel. Max. Right back to Crandall. Crandall goes to Joslin. One-timer. Saved by the goaltender. Knott lifts it high into the air, right into the Eagles bench. So we'll get a face-off to the left of Fredrickson. 13-13 remaining in the third period. 1:37 in the power play. Broncos up 6-2 on your Napa Auto Parts MPCA scoreboard. Face-off between Dremel and Gavin Girdler. Girdler wins it towards the wall. Poke towards the point. Girdler's going to get it out. It's going to be one-on-one with him and Crandall, and now Evan Girdler going to come in. A little saucer pass, goal. Man, that's nice between brothers. I think they've done that once or twice in their careers and their lives, heading down the ice somewhere. And the lead now 6-3 for the Broncos as this goal comes at 3:58 for the Eagles, their third goal of the game. And that was nice hockey there. That's good effort by the Girdler brothers. Off the faceoff, Bryland throws it right in off the end wall. So that shorthanded goal, by the way, I forgot about that. The puck is in the neutral ice area, now poked in by McFarland. In the corner with it is Knott. He turns, and we get a whistle. And what did I miss, folks? Delayed offside. What? I'm looking, folks. The faceoff's going to come outside of the Eagle zone. So the Broncos, maybe a hand pass? I didn't see it, folks. I apologize. McFarland off the faceoff, win by Koshik, fires it in, goes all the way around the boards. The Broncos still have a minute left on the power play. Keep to Koshik. Koshik being harassed there by Erickson. Puck in behind the net. Loose now after a big hit by Shakowski. Koshik loses an edge, but gets up and still maintains possession of the puck. Into the circle. Skating backwards through there. Shakowski picks up the loose puck. Flips one towards the net. Cleared out to the point. Maish, his shot. Right into the breadbasket of the goaltender. Fredrickson, he hangs on to it. Stops the clock with 12:12 remaining in the third period. 36 seconds left. On your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Stay tuned for our Nelson Salvage and Recycling post-game show, where we'll name our North Star Electric Energy Star Player of the game, and along with a couple of moments. Cooper off the Crandall off the face-off win. Shot by Dremel, rebound lane right there. That's easy. And is that the hat trick? No, that is Worley out front, and the Broncos pick up their first power play goal of the game. effort there. Another face-off win by the Broncos. That has been the key. They have won so many face-offs here tonight, and that has helped them to get possession of the puck and keep the pressure on the Eagles. So we'll get 9 getting one of the assists. We'll see who gets the first assist. I can't remember who touched that puck in there. Off the face-off, we're back underway here. Allen to Hasbargen.
Assisted by number 9, Max Dremel, by number 15, Cody Joslin.
So it was Joslin who got the final touch before Worley put it in. Broncos have it in their own zone. D-to-D pass from Hasbargen to Maish. Up to Koshik, wheeling through the neutral zone. He's in on this backhand, coming in along the far side. He slides in, and the puck, where? I don't know where it's at, but we got a hand raised, and I think we're going to get a tripping call coming up here, and the Broncos are going right back onto the power play, as this tripping call is going to be called at 5:29, and it is going to be Hofer who's going to take his second penalty of the game. He has agreed with neither of those two calls, the roughing and now the trip, and I might have to agree with him on that one. I thought that Koshik just lost an edge, but maybe he got a stick in there. So the Broncos, another Canner Electric power play. Koshik wins it back. We get a late whistle, and I'm not sure why. Puck bounced. My video guy says I wasn't watching for the bounce of the puck. That was not what I was looking at. So we'll do the face-off over again. Broncos had it momentarily, trying to clear the zone there was Brock Seeger, and he does. Here's a possible another shorthanded attempt. Gavin Girdler could not stay on side, and they'll do it the delayed offside way, so the Broncos able to bring it up the far side. This is Maish. Shoots, saved by the goaltender Fredrickson. 11-12 remaining in the third period. 140 something, as the number is digitally not looking very good up there on the scoreboard. Lots of power play left here for the Canner Electric power play. For all your electrical needs, both commercial and residential, stop at Canner Electric at 500 4th Street in International Falls, or call 218-283-8319. Face-off win for the Broncos. Joslin, his shot deflects, comes to the near wall. Battle there. Puck being poked around. Broncos have it. Out to the point. This is Worley. Worley. Cross ice to Joslin. He skates into the circle. Keeps walking in. Waits, shoots. Saved by Fredrickson. It was a waiting game. There's a shot that's over the top of Fredrickson and laying there. And then the defenseman for the Eagles gets in there, pushes it into the back of the goaltender. It's not usually the way you do it. Usually you push it towards the net into the goaltender. This one was away from the net into the goaltender, and then the net comes off of the peg on the far side, which has been kind of a common occurrence on that far side. But the Broncos will get a face-off to the left of Fredrickson. So far in this period, the Broncos have outshot the Eagles 7-1 through the first 6-11. Of course, that one shot on goal for the Eagles did go into the back of the net shorthanded. Off the face-off, the Eagles are controlling it along the wall here. Here's Brock Seeger trying to clear. Crandall keeps it in at the point. Maybe? No, it comes out to neutral. Dremel, Max, back to Worley. Worley skates far side into the zone. Leaves it off there for Joslin. Joslin flips one into the corner here to Dremel on the near side. Max back out to the point to Crandall. Crandall cross ice to Joslin. Wrist shot. Too high, too wide. Comes off the end wall. Dremel to Joslin. He shoots again and up high, as the Broncos had two players waiting there. Worley and Skifstead both waiting for a rebound. Fredrickson doesn't give it up, and we'll get both teams changing out players here, as the Broncos have 43 seconds remaining in this Canner Electric power play. Koshik will take the face-off against Brylan. Brylan wins it back to the end wall. Shikowski comes in there. Big hit. Lets the Broncos maintain possession. Shot from the point. McFarland, that got to the goaltender Fredrickson. He kicks it into the far corner. Koshik battles for the puck. Shoots one off the upper body of Fredrickson. Brylan, oh, here's a 2-on-1. Short-handed again. Keep races back into the play to take the 2-on-1 away. Good back check there by Asher Keep. Good hustle. The Broncos almost giving up another shorty. 13 remaining in the power play. McFarland has it as he skates out of the zone along the near wall to Koshik, who skates into the Eagles zone. Leaves it there for Keep. He tried to toe drag one behind the defender, past the defender, but comes out to Maish. Back to full strength is Red Lake Falls. McFarland pinches in, knocks it into the behind the Eagles net. Shikowski leaves it behind for Koshik. Centering pass, looking for Keep. That doesn't connect. 5-on-5 now here as Hofer knocks it out to center. McFarland back into his own zone, being harassed there by Gavin Girdler. Puck bounces out to neutral. Keep trying to get back to it, but can't. It's poked along by Hofer. Here come the Eagles into the zone. Girdler just doesn't quite connect. Another one, bouncing puck out front. Schoberg poke checks that away. And Hofer from the corner knocks it in behind the Broncos net. Knocked further along to the far wall. Allen has it there. Allen, cross ice for Joslin. Joslin up to Reiners along the near wall. Gives it to Koshik, who skates it into the Red Lake Falls zone. Uses his body to maintain possession of the puck. Tried to go back to Joslin, knocked away. And now here comes Ness the other way for Red Lake Falls. He's on his backhand as he comes into the zone. Big check there from Allen. Loose puck picked up by Joslin. Reiners looking for Koshik. His pass, fortunate for him, not going to be icing as it goes right onto the goaltender, Fredrickson, from his own end. This is Brock Seeger, wheeling all the way into the Broncos zone with the C on his sweater. In through the slot, shoots, saved by Schoberg as he slides in. Rebound, saved by Schoberg off the stick of St. Marie. On the far wall now. Puck being poked out towards the point, kept in there by Brock Seeger. He dumps it into the corner. Ness backhands it towards the net. Skifstead knocks that into the corner. Tries to flip it backhand out of the zone. Kept in by Brock Seeger. He lifts one high into the corner. Under 8 remaining in the third period. Broncos up 7-3 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. And the Broncos on about the 6th opportunity. Finally get it out of the zone. It's going to die. No icing by a couple of inches. Eagles trying to go headman pass. Ness picks it up. He skates into the zone 1-on-4 as his teammates changing behind him. So he retreats back out to center. Flicks it back into the Broncos zone. Shikowski picks up that puck. Skates out in front of his net. Flips it towards his bench where Cooper Crandall is. He flicks it through neutral. Max Dremel. How does he always seem to get there? He just does. He gets knocked off the puck. Here comes Bryland back the other way. He skates in the zone 1-on-3. His shot hits Hasbargen. Hasbargen puts a big check on him, and the Broncos come up with the puck. Knock it out to neutral. Far side. Bryland going to go right back in. Throws one towards the net. Julius Maish knocked that down with a hand. Touched by Gavin Girdler, and into the corner where Maish has it again. Under 7 remaining in the third period. Maish gets it out to center. Are they going to say this is an icing? Oh, I thought Jay Seeger could have touched that puck. I thought he let it go by him, but the referees don't agree with me. And they have the final call. That icing call brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. See if I got an update. I do. Senior boys lost to Westgate. That is Fort Francis boys basketball by a final score of 62-48. Face-off win by the Broncos. Eagles get a turnover. Shot, kick save, rebound, goal. The Eagles cut it to 7-4 lead as a good shot on the far side by the Eagles. It's 7-4 now in favor of the Broncos. Must be Dahl's first goal because we're getting a new puck out there, and we'll see who is going to pick up the assist officially, if there's going to be 1 or 2, as we are back underway. Koshik pokes it towards the Eagles zone, picked up there by the goal scorer, Dahl. He flips it into the Broncos zone. We'll go to the microphone.
Number 19, Ben Daly, assisted by number 6, Jacob Harmon, and by number 12, Carson Erickson. Time of the goal.
12-6 with the assist. Broncos have the puck in the Eagles zone. We'll complete that scoring call for you here when we get the next whistle. Skifstead tries to flip it into the corner. Not to the point. Kept in. Worley, one-timer. Fires it into the near corner. Comes off the end wall. Allen flicks it along the wall, but knocked away by Dahl, and it comes out to center. Joslin flicks it far side. Skifstead off the wall. Knott has it at his own blue line. Flips it up to Carson Erickson. He knocks it towards the Bronco blue line where Worley's at. He skates it in to the Eagle zone. Gives himself some time as his teammates get out in front. Throws one towards the net. Koshik tipped that just wide of the near post. Broncos have it along the wall. Allen to Koshik into the corner. Koshik flicks one back towards the point. Knocked away there by Adet. Out to the point. Joslin flicks one towards the net. Gloved by the goaltender Fredrickson. Clock stops with 5.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Broncos leading at 7-4 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. I had a thought earlier. Where was I going with it? I have no. We're going to complete the scoring. So 19 is Dylan Dahl. The assist goes to Carson Erickson and to Jacob Harmoning for Red Lake Falls. I finally remembered lots of things going on. Broncos possess the puck off the faceoff. Crandall, backhanded centering pass, knocked away by the Eagles. Comes into the corner. Shikowski skates out in the corner, flips it out front. Tried to kick it to himself was Max Dremel. It comes to Shikowski. Tried to go right back to Dremel. That just couldn't connect. It comes to the near half wall. Dremel checks the Eagle player. That's Audette off the puck, but now here comes the Eagles. Here comes Ness into the zone against Maish, one-on-one. Maish forces them into the corner, flipped in behind the net. Hasbargen pushes his body through, uses his size to dislodge that puck, comes back loose into the corner. Maish will have an easy pickup with 4:50 remaining in the third period. Broncos lead it by 3 at 7-4. Dremel slowly back hands one in the zone, so he didn't get an icing call, although I don't think he would have, because he was past the red line. Crandall, wraparound, waiting out front was Shikowski, just couldn't get a piece of that. Along the near half wall, stepping in is going to be Crandall. Crandall, in close quarters, looses the handle on it. Big collision. Max Dremel with a big collision there with St. Marie, and St. Marie is hurt, and we're going to get a whistle here. And Dremel close to the wall. I didn't think too close to the wall, and I don't think there's going to be a penalty. And number 16, Jackson Hofer, one of the captains for the Eagles, is going to come over to the official and say, look how close he is to the wall. I'm going to say it this way, and again, I hope I'm being objective here. Felt like he was far enough away from the wall with that check. I don't think it's a boarding call. I think St. Marie just maybe was off balance a little bit when Dremel gave him the hit, but the officials are discussing it, so not done yet before we can say that there's going to be no penalty on Max Dremel. To finish my thought, the senior boys for Fort Francis, their basketball team lost 62-48. The junior boys lost 60-30. Of course, we'll have everything for you tomorrow morning on Coach's Corner. I'll have a full recap of the Friday night in sports. We're also going to talk to the Bronco girls hockey team, and we're going to talk to the Falls High one-act play. So we'll have that as part of our Coach's Corner tomorrow morning. That starts at 9:03, live from Hardee's, presented to you by Border Bank. St. Marie gets up off the ice, and I don't think the coaching staff too happy with the official. The official's just saying, I don't think it was there, and I'm going to agree. I know it looked bad. I know somebody ended up on the ice, but I just don't think that that's the way it was. Now, somebody from Red Lake Falls might say, look, there's been no penalties called on the Broncos in this game, right? No. So it's 4-0. So you could start thinking, well, is that what's happening? We're back underway here with just over 4 minutes remaining. Puck in the center ice area. With it is Evan Girdler. He skates into the Broncos zone. Turns his back to the net. Leaves it out to Bryland. His shot hits Skifstead. Second opportunity goes over the top of the net. Along the near half wall. Dumped into the corner. Picking it up is going to be Joslin. He flicks it into the far side. Looking for Skifstead. He can't get there. Bryland dumps it back in behind the Bronco net. Worley has it there. Worley tries to go near side. Kicked puck there. Bryland picked it up in the slot but couldn't control it. Clearing attempt kept in at the point by Brock Seeger. He goes near side to Gavin Girdler. He leaves it off for Bryland. His wrist shot. That's right on the ice. Got to the goaltender Schoberg, and he flags that into the near wall. Picked up by Gavin Girdler. He goes back to Bryland. Just out of his reach, but Brock Seeger has it. His shot. That hits Shikowski. Wonder how many block shots the Broncos have in this game. Here comes Allen back the other way for the Broncos. Knocked off the puck there nicely by Hofer. Loose puck picked back up by Allen in the near corner. Just over 3 remaining in the third period. Broncos up 7-4 on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Puck finally going to be possessed by Evan Girdler. He skates up along the near wall into the Bronco zone. Squeezes past Joslin. Lays on the brakes. And a good job there by Max Dremel to slow down Gavin Girdler from the far corner. Centering pass comes all the way to the near wall. Shot from Brock Seeger goes high over the crossbar. Out to along the far wall. Picked up there by Harmony. He tries to center it. Bouncing puck. Knocked out to center. Right back in by the Eagles. Out of the zone, but right into one of the benches. I'm not sure which one, by Colin Koshik. We'll get a stoppage in play with 2:30 remaining here in this third period. 7-4 is the lead for the Broncos. We're going to get a new puck as they can't find the old one. So, face-off just outside the Broncos zone. Broncos got about 7 players on the ice right now. They need to get 1 or 2 of them off. And the face-off's going to come back to the right of Schoberg. That's the right call. Koshik was in the Broncos zone when he fired that one into the bench. It'll be keep against Erickson. Erickson wins it back. Slap shot whiffed on that one a little bit was Jay Seeger. Broncos able to get it out to neutral. Nate Dremel flicks it along. He's got a goal in this game. Keep is going to race it down in the corner. Leaves it off for Dremel. Dremel tried to go back to Jake Olson. He lost an edge, and here comes Dahl out to center for Red Lake Falls. He loses possession of the puck as it comes into the Broncos zone. Jake Olson picks it up. Tries to go away to the far side, but that's flicked away by Dahl. Naish picks it up now under 2 minutes remaining. Nate Dremel knocks it out to center. Not back to pick it up. Knocks it through neutral, kicked along by Keep. He picks it up. Pokes it into the Eagle zone. He loses possession to Knott. Knocked along by Dahl. Broncos almost got an extra man on the ice, but Allen was able to jump over the top of that puck, so he didn't touch it. Looking for Keep. Taken away by Knott. Allen has it. Gavin Girdler putting the pressure on, but he can't come up with it. At the point, Evan Girdler knocks it into the corner. Hasbargen behind his own net. Fires it around the boards. Hit a little bit of the stanchion there. Won't be an icing, but Allen will pick it up along the far side. He's looking for some help, but coming off the bench finally is Parker Olson as the Broncos were changing behind the play as they got 4 out of 5 changed out. Zahn has it in his own zone with 1:10 remaining. Looking up for Parker Olson. He tips it into the Eagles zone. Back to pick it up is Jay Seeger for Red Lake Falls. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Broncos up 3. Along the near half wall. Allen just trying to slow this game down as the Eagles try to clear it. McFarland catches it at the blue line, flicks it in behind the net. Broncos are just happy to dump it in and keep the pressure on. Koshing, big check there with Brock Seeger. Loose puck in the far corner, 40 remaining. Out to the point. With it there is Zahn. His wrist shot deflected there by Evan Girdler, and here comes Gavin Girdler. 17 versus 17 into the zone. Shot misses the mark. Comes off the end wall, picked up by Bryland in behind the Bronco net. Gavin Girdler out front to Evan. He got tied up by Allen at the last second, and he pokes it out to neutral. Eagles send it right back in as they are on the delayed offside, and they look like they're out of legs. Broncos have it. Zahn with 15 remaining. Looking for Allen. He catches it at the red line, flips it up towards the goaltender Fredrickson. It takes a weird bounce and goes to the end wall on the near side. Caution, centering pass, walking in. Zahn shoots, missed the mark as he went high over the crossbar, and the buzzer is going to go off, and the Broncos are going to win this game by a final of 7-4. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with the Nelson Salvage and Recycling post-game show, and we'll have an interview. So the break might be a little longer than you are normally used to, but we'll take that break as the Broncos win it 7-4. You're listening to Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Yodel, Hearthstone, Napoleon, Regency, and more. Check out Falls Lumber Company's Design Center, something for everyone. 201 4th Street in the Falls.
Oh, the key was just getting off.
Welcome back to the postgame show, being joined by Braden Skifstead. Braden, big win here. Tell me, what was the key for the Broncos?
Oh, the key was just getting off to a fast start. You know, we played some really hard teams in Warroad. We played 3 teams there, and we found some new systems that worked really well. And even they were struggling. There's some top teams there. So we figured if we use it here, we would have some great chances to score.
They cut it to 3-2 there in the middle of the second period. Was there any panic on the bench?
No, there wasn't any panic. I mean, we knew we weren't going to shut them out. They have a good line, and we just knew we had to keep playing our game, keep Sackett down low, and we would get the job done.
Go home, get a little sleep, jump right on the bus, play another game tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Proctor. What does this team have to do tomorrow to get another win?
The exact same thing. We just got to get out to another fast start, keep cycling the puck, and keep making the right plays.
Great, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
That is Braden Skifstead joining me there as we get that interview there. And thanks for Braden for the time. Always does a good job when we get him on the air. The Broncos do win this game by a final score of 7-4. You're listening to the Nelson Salvage and Recycling post-game show. Nelson Salvage and Recycling. If you have scraps or metals you need to get rid of, call Brian at 218-283-8018. Brian, he's going to give you cash for that scrap or metal. We're going to take another break here. When we come back, we're going to run down the scoring. We're going to give you the North Star Electric Energy Star Player of the Game. We're going to name our Northland Sales and Service Sleeper Moment of the Game. And we're going to name our Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center Comeback Moment of the Game. You're listening to the post-game show coming to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box right here on Lakes Country 104.1 and online at rjbroadcasting.com.
Hi, this is Brady Jelly, real estate lender at True Star Federal Credit Union. Has your great project list of 2023 already been started? Is it time for a new kitchen or bathroom? Does your basement need to be updated? We can give you the tools to start checking the projects off your list and put your home's equity to work. Ask for more information at True Star Federal Credit Union. Schedule an appointment with me and we can find the best option to fit your needs. True Star, where banking is brighter, equal housing lender, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Good luck to the Bronco hockey teams this season from Rainy Lake Oil. For all your fuel, propane, lube, and chemical needs, call Rainy Lake Oil at 1-888-LAKE-OIL. Larry and his staff will take care of it all.
Go
Broncos!
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Back here at Bronco Arena in the Nelson Salvage and Recycling post-game show, the Broncos win it by a final score of 7-4. That 3 shutouts in Warroad. It's gone. It never happened as the Broncos put up 7 tonight against Red Lake Falls. Dwayne and I both talked about this before the game with the offensive power that Red Lake Falls had to hold them to 4 goals here tonight. 23 shots on goal only. I think the Broncos did a great job defensively in this game to come up with the win. I think if you give up 4 goals, you're in danger maybe of not scoring that many. But the Broncos really, in major parts of this game, really were the better hockey team on the ice. And again, I said it in between the second and third period, the Broncos really got to those 50-50 pucks. And that was really, in my mind, the difference in this hockey game. Let's run down the scoring for you. The Broncos led it 2-0 after the first period. 1:22 into the game, Cody Joslin put the Broncos on the board. Braden Skifstead and number 18, that is Colin Koshik, get the assist. About 8 minutes later at the 9:43 mark, it was CJ Hasbargen with a big slap shot as he skated into the top of the circle. The assists go to Max Dremel and to Matt Worley. The Broncos led it 2-0 after the first period. The Broncos would make it 3-0 as Nate Dremel scored at 6:40. The assist to Asher Keep as the Broncos led it 3-0. Red Lake Falls not going to go away. They scored the next 2 goals, both of them by Blake Bryland, number 5. And 1 assist on the first goal went to Evan Girdler, and then on the second one it went to Gavin Girdler. So it was 3-2. The Broncos answered the bell, though. You heard me talk to Braden Skifstead. Did the Broncos put any panic out there? No, he said, and they didn't. At 15:01, it was Braden Skifstead who gave the Broncos a 2-goal lead. The assist goes to number 16, Royce Allen, and the Broncos led 4-2 after the second period. Going to the third period, the Broncos answered the bell. They get 2 goals in the first minute and 26 seconds. Both of them go to Royce Allen as he has a big night, as he had a 3-point night. He scores at the 1-minute mark, assist to Skifstead and to Koshik, and then at 1:26 with the assist to Koshik and to Julius Maish. Broncos get a power play a little bit later in the third period. Shorthanded goal for Red Lake Falls makes it 7-3. Getting the goal was Evan Girdler after a good effort by Gavin Girdler to get it out of their own zone, and then scored on the 2-on-1. The Broncos would score on that power play. Their only power play, 1 for 4 on the night, still at 25%, pretty good percentage. At 4:56, it was Matt Worley getting the rebound. Cody Joslin and Cooper Crandall picked up the assist, and the Broncos were back up 7-3. 10:20 mark, Red Lake Falls cuts it to 7-4, the final margin, as getting the goal was Dylan Dahl. Assist to Carson Erickson and to Jacob Harmoning for the final score. Shots on goal for the game, 48-23 in favor of the Falls. 41 saves for the Eagles goaltender Ashton Fredrickson. For the Broncos, Ty Schoberg stops 19 out of the 23 shots that he faces as the Broncos go to 4-7 on the season as they win it by a final score of 7-4. And of course, as we look at it, the Broncos will be on the road tomorrow. As I talked with Braden, what do they got to do in Proctor? More of the same tomorrow. Should be a very even matchup between those two teams. A big Section 7 matchup down at the, I believe it's called the St. Louis something Center in Proctor. It ought to be an exciting one. That game scheduled for 2 o'clock tomorrow. It's time to name our North Star Electric Energy Star Player of the Game. The power of human connections can be seen on and off the field, and the same is true with North Star Electric. Congratulations to Royce Allen, this game's Energy Star Player of the Game from North Star Electric, as he picked up a pair of goals and an assist. Our comeback moment of the game brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 1322 3rd Street. When you need to make a comeback due to neck, back, or leg pain, call Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 218-283-2243 and let Alyssa Clarity get you on the road to recovery. Well, a comeback moment, the Broncos got shut out 3 times last week in War Road. How about putting up 7 goals? How's that for a comeback moment of the game? Brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center. And finally, our sleeper moment of the game, Northland Sales and Service can help you get a good night's rest With brands like Serta, you will wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle another day. I know they've got a big sale going on over there, so stop down at Northland Sales and Service and let Tony and Maya help you start getting your best sleep. Northland Sales and Service, 500 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. My sleeper moment of the game, how about CJ Hasbargen? A kid who came out and I believe on his first or second shift scored, and then big body, just a kid that is looking for more playing time, and I think he's going to get it after a game like today. CJ Hasbargen really impressed me. Number 19 for the Broncos did a heck of a job at the blue line, and he gets our sleeper moment of the game. Brought to you by Northland Sales and Service. If we didn't have any timeouts in that game, and I probably should learn for a hockey game that you're probably not going to get, but I always wait to see if one team or another is going to call. But our timeouts are always brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take very good care of you. Well, I also, if you can believe this, the Broncos did not have to kill any penalties in this hockey game, and our penalty kills always brought to you by St. Thomas School. Small class sizes and personalized learning are their specialties. You can call 218-283-3430, or you can check them out on Facebook to get more information about enrolling your child at St. Thomas School. I think that's going to wrap it up here from the Bronco Arena. I'm just going to check my phone to see if I got any updates that I can give you before we go. I did get one on the Little Fork Big Falls boys basketball team. They are leading Greenway at the half, 36-23. Otherwise, I do have no other updates from our area games. The Broncos win it here by a final score to 7-4. To Kevin Schultz, who did the camera work for us tonight, he always does a great job. We appreciate his efforts. For Dwayne Etienne pushing all the buttons. I'm Tim Ringhofer, wishing you a very good weekend. The Broncos win it by a final score of 7-4. You've been listening to Bronco Boys Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you've been watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Thank you.